Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FSN Championship Season 2. You are watching the day 2 of our esports tournament, and joining you for today, it's me, Cali Gaming, down here with Warden to bring you the playoffs day 2. Looking at our standings here, Warden, we got GodLike Esports able to beat Team Vitality on a thrilling Game 5 series, and this is going to be a nice gameplay right here, Warden.
Yeah, I mean, just by looking at the last final match yesterday with GodLike Esports and up against Vitality, and it has been a match that I've been looking forward for the most. And guess what? GodLike Esports still proves to be the best so far, at least here, for this very tournament. I don't want to say they're the best for India, but I guess it's safe to say as well because, you know, they have the best accolades amongst everyone here so far. But specifically talking about this tournament, it all had to reach to a game number 5, Cali.
Yeah, I gotta agree. That's one of the best games that we've had so far. To start the year off right here, especially for India, as we gear up for stage 3 all the way to stage 5 in October. And that's going to be nice, right? Once again, we are back at the caster desk. Once again, it's Cali Gaming down here with Warden to bring you guys all of the action here for today. We've got 3 matches that we'll be able to showcase. Everything will be a best of 5. Winner has to win 3 maps to be able to win the entire series itself. And on the top, that's going to be GodLike, which will be the first team that will go into this series, get in the mix as they go up against XLR8 here today.
Yeah, we were able to see XLR8 play yesterday, and they weren't really... wasn't really able to put up a great fight here, no. And how much more so up against GodLike Esports. But come again, they can make a difference, especially when you go back to the drawing board. So, hey, I'm going to give them the slack this time around. We haven't seen them play for today. But, after all, they are still going to be going up against GodLike.
Yeah, I agree, man. GodLike obviously still undefeated in this region. Nobody can really beat them in the past 2 years, but yesterday we saw a little bit of Team Vitality in there putting up such a great fight. But looking at our playoffs day 2 first match of the day, you got Hacienda Hardpoint as our first map to play here for today. This was the map GodLike used to beat out Team Vitality yesterday. Let's see how much fight can they bring in this battle right here as we definitely hop into our first game of the day. Here we go, Warden, take it away.
Here we go now. First hard point here is going to be Hacienda hard point once more. And, get to go talk about the holy control here for this very hill. And I guess we kind of get to see as well that both of these teams are trying to define themselves towards one side of the map. It doesn't really matter if you do get that early rotation for P2. So, you just try to get as much points before the hard point wraps off.
Yeah, P1 obviously going to be back and forth scrappy here at no dimensions here. Just got to be able to hold down open and towards that close, and also be able to get that early rotation heading into that P2 later on. But so far it's been pretty back and forth. G-Shots finds one, just trying to flip out spawns at Wobie goes. Able to take that kill with the Odin, and we've seen so many weapon varieties yesterday. And, Odin is one of those weapons that can really kick it right now in the current meta. And that's what Coz is using to try to play inside this matchup right now. 6-25 as we end P1, hopping on to P2. That will be an early swarm that we're going to be seeing for GodLike here.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you in that note right there with the Odin. No, it's one of the most punishing guns out there, but if you are able to hit your first 2 shots, best believe that you're gonna be able to get the burst out. And players like Learn or Prevail can really make the most out of it. But this time Prevail's gonna be rocking that R9, which is something that was kind of impactful as well on the yesterday's run. And moving over, they are transitioning here inside this hard point with them getting the first initial touch. They do have the spawns that would be favoring this hard point at most, and that's gonna be down the checkers. And XLR8 here is funneling across either reception or driveway.
Yeah, Trunks is just able to get all of these reads here right now, man. I mean, he's got 3 in a row inside of the hard point, doing time now, spraying and praying, going in for the eliminations. He can't be handled. The power is over 9,000 to start the day off. 962. Extinct is not playing on the other side. He said on Twitter earlier that his phone just could not function very well today, therefore not playing. So that is definitely a huge blow in their firepower here right now as we enter the final 15 seconds on this hard point. It's still GodLike that will play the rotation here. Trunks starting the day off with 11 kills to his name, looking to try to extend that even further as he hops his way into patio to take over that high ground. The best position that you want to take as we open P3.
And this is the best pacing as well here for Trunks, man. I mean, you'd want to have an operator here invested towards P3 if ever to do so, but guess what? I don't think he needs an operator at all. Fennec, Vanilla Fennec is just more than enough to shut down Accelerate here at this first wave of gunfights. And come again, this is where GodLike excels at Cali. It's just a better spawn control here for them.
Yeah, Reveal needs to win this gunfight. That's huge. Gotta take care of the guy holding 3D that will try to cut you on connectors. Now, will be Trunks that will be taken down on towards that mid-map, but GodLike still has the better side of the map here that can play and cut this 100 points about to be reached here. But this hardpoint definitely very, very scrappy here right now. Doing a great job here is Accelerated. Is trying to put themselves inside of this hardpoint, but still gunfights. Power positions in favor for GodLike on this P3. They're able to convert that last gunfight, turn that into some sort of points inside of the hard point, and everybody's been cooking here. On the side of GodLike, now we're heading into P4. You need a huge 60 here if you're Accelerate.
110 and 18 here. This is just such a massive gap that Accelerate has to deal with here so far. I mean, looking at the map, they do have the better spawn control, but player Tree Trunks wraps around all throughout well side and will be able to get the kill, but the spawn's still not defining which side are they gonna go for. But on the feed, a lot of kills is just painted in yellow here, painted in GodLike.
Yeah, look at the spawns right now. Spawning through bot houses, Accelerate. That's going to be difficult for them, but they're trying to take over mid-map. But that's Learner will be able to get that read right there to find himself at 2Ps. A Predator missile that will be locked in by Skullgy to take down goes on the kill feed. Vegas trying to make a play inside, finds a double, able to break the point with his teammates. So now they're able to at least get some points, able to flush out GodLike. That will be a nice clean for them to be able to try to build up something, as they could not get anything going on the first 3 hard points.
Yeah, nothing at all here. I mean, it's around 104 points lead here for the set of GodLike, and we're trying to wrap around now towards the second set of hard points here. Scrap time still gonna go to their way from the head to the tail time. No changes whatsoever. I mean, I thought that we were gonna be able to see a pretty, convincing fight here from the set of Accelerate, especially looking at the setup there for P1, but it didn't really change at all, and now we are back at it once more. Here, an opener, it's going to be GodLike here on the blue side, while Accelerate will be on the red side.
Reveal, this is not a great spot for him to be in, right? They definitely have no top floor control. 4 corners being taken over by GodLike, and that's going to be able to get that flush then. Will give Accelerate that multi-angle spawn. That's going to be difficult for them to actually try to make their way inside out. We'll just continue to build that lead in favor of GodLike here so far. Revel is doing great so far. 40 kills to his name, but his teammates really need to step things up in finding that elimination as well as finding that map control, as they do take that last 20 seconds right over here on this P1. They also get that nice setup on the next hardpoint rotation, so they're already starting on the right foot on this hardpoint setup that they got coming into P2, but you do have to take care of this other 2 members still alive here for GodLike, as they do want to get the flush out on this Lambo. They want to get that money hill, but Coast they're able to get that stop, but Trunks able to make that play.
There's a lot of reoccurring plays where it doesn't really matter anymore if you do get that early rotation for this hardpoint number 2. As long as you get checkers, it's not going to be a problem at all. And it's why GodLike just resided towards the right side of the P1, as they have an easier access towards the next hill. And Accelerate gets the call. They're allocating player 4 that is going to be G-Shots here, looking to try to wrap around, but decides to disengage, and they want to decide to go for like a one-dimensional push here once more, which is something that I'm just not so favored for, because GodLike, once you give them this time of opportunity, they are just able to hold it down, but the operator here might just be able to overpower them. A Sparrow will get invested, Annihilator as well, but come again, when it comes to raw mechanical gunfights, GodLike is just better.
Yeah, again, that's just, that's been the topic here, talking about GodLike, right? They don't have the Trino. He's been on the bench so far, but this team definitely kicking it right. Skull guy, he's been absolutely a twisted guy here for this team. I mean, look at that. Easy 2Ps for him. Nice read with a Type 19. Spraying and just slaying this last 5 seconds on this hard point. 205 to 49 as we hop into P3. Earlier on rotation, that will be GodLike Learn. Able to get that spot down. Nice utilities being utilized here by your boys from Accelerate. They're trying to make that flood happen on defenses. There's nobody for GodLike to actually get that connectors to actually intercept that play there right now. So this is going to be a nice opportunity for them to be able to win some of these points inside the hard point. Gotta play it perfect now, or it might just be a dominant GodLike win here. 100-point club potentially in the making here, Warden.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about perfection here, if they can hold on to this hardpoint into perfection, they might just be able to close out the game here for the set of GodLike. I mean, 20 more points to claim here. We get to see Accelerate here is pushed away, too far away towards well side, and on the feed, Skull Guy finds a triple here, and the spree continues. They got a lot of reinforcements, but the spawns, Blessing, accelerate. The question is it even going to be enough for them to extend the game? Looking like it's not going to be the case. GodLike, 4 points away to wrap it up now. It's going to be a G, possibly a well played, but Accelerate is still not backing down.
Yo, a nice gameplay. We're seeing it for Skull Guy, but you know, Accelerate, they definitely able to extend to another round here. That's going to be on P4 that we're going to be hopping into. That will be GodLike a Biz here early on rotation. Nice caught up from him through his staircase. A couple of players will be inside for Accelerated. They do win a gunfight up against the Bees, so that's going to be useful. Getting the elimination is going to be cutting through. 62-249 right now is going to be the scoreline here. Watch one more point for GodLike to win this match. A nice standover we're seeing here on this P4. And this is Accelerated. You want to be able to get this lay as they win the first gunfights, able to take that first 20 seconds. G-Shots, Rebel now finally working as a team to make this defense work. Just denying GodLike this final 1-point win for them to secure this map number 1. Skull Guy slowing things down. That will be the smoke that will be covering down their slights. Now this is going to be a nice standoff, a heavy defense that they're going to be able to light up, but Prevail manages to make that break work, and that will be map number 1 all said and done.
Yeah, 90-250 right there, but if only we were able to see the type of Accelerate that we were able to see on the last and final hill. Till then, things might just be more interesting here, Callie. Valiant effort for Accelerate, but Trunks, Skull Guy, Abyss was on a different level for this one. Take a look at the kill performance here, Callie. 42-20 for the side of Trunks.
Wow.
Skull Guy with 33 and 20, 34 and 21 for the side of Abyss. Prevail with 33, and the only player, GodLike Learn, will not be able to get a 30 bomb. But how much more can you do? What more can you do if the rest of your team is already slaying the competition already?
And that's just insane right there, man. I mean, looking at GodLike Trunks, right? I mean, he's one of the best SMGs out there in the world right now, and he's been able to truly leave out of that name here. At the moment, he's going to have himself, you know, a 2.2 KD. That's going to be a huge plus for them. And you already know that they got a fast SMG duo, right, on this team, right? Prevail and Trunks, able to give you those slaying power. Then you also got a great guy like Skull that will allow you to get those mid-range engagements up in there. And everybody just went positive here for GodLike, and that's what you truly expect from, you know, the runner-up on the CODM World Championship 2023. Now, it's just sad that we did not really see the full capabilities of Accelerate here today, because they kind of had it rough, right, early in this matchup. But when you saw how they were able to stand it off on the last 2 hard points, you already know that they can win those gunfights, but they just really had it rough off the start, man.
You know, man, having Extinct's not here could just play a big factor. His substitute is not really filling into his role as quickly, but you know, as we get to take a peek as well in regards to like the utilities right there, quite a lot there, Cal. I never knew there was a setting like that. No, but moving over to the next game here, it's gonna be Search and Destroy Takeoff, and we were able to see this map twice, if I'm not mistaken, on yesterday's run. So hey, let's see if, you know, Accelerate has something to say about this. And if I'm not mistaken, they did play this map. No, Callie.
Yeah, they did. And honestly, for GodLike, this arguably was a very fast round for them last time they played this map, and that was up against NLU. So now they're starting on the defensive side on this map, so that will obviously look to be a very strong attempt for them to be able to cut this one down off the get-go. You have a guy like Abyss that can really hit those snipers for you. You got a playmaker in Trunkston, a great IGL in Learn, who just really managed to get the best out of Vitality yesterday, that game number 5, Kurahana Metropolis. So let's see how will they be able to get this one locked in as we hop into our map number 2. We're not going to wait any longer. Let's get it on the way, man.
Here we go. First round here. I mean, the first half, it is going to be GodLike here, starting on the defensive side, Accelerate on the opposition. And looking like it's going to be a pretty fast A blitz play here coming in from the set of Accelerate, and this is something that they were able to do as well. And it was somewhat successful up against GodLike. Let's come and find out if it's going to work. And so far, Ghost does get the first blood here. And that should be more than enough as well to get themselves an opener here on this A bomb side. So Bomb's gonna get planted here. 44 seconds now is gonna be the time.
Yeah, nice bomb plant here. Right now, it's a 3v4 situation. Abyss just trying to make it work here off the back, and that's going to be a shot right through G-Shots. No pun intended there. It makes this a 3v3 situation. Nice angle for Ghost here, by the way, to hold down top side of Medcare Center, to take down Learn. Make this the numbers game to favor their way. Just one more for him to go through, but Abyss able to make that play once again. 24 seconds. He's got a lot of time to play this. On a 1v2, can he clutches it? Already taken down 2 members on this round itself. Just need to find those right reads. He takes Revel down, takes a pick on to that other guy to clutch it up on a 1v4. GodLike able to get that win.
He's a beastie player, Callie.
Wow.
For sure.
Wow.
Oh my days. A triple kill right there. That's double the pun there, Callie. We got a beastie and a beast. He's a maniac, man. Come on. You can't fumble a situation like that. Accelerate. Unfortunately, it did happen already. You can't do much now. And moving over to this next round here, it's looking to be the same old play here. Just another fast A push. A 50-50 run forward to feed, but never mind. Prevail finds 2 with a KRM.
No, that's going to be nice, dude. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to fix something right over here. But hey, Vegas is going to be the last guy standing here. Let's see if he can pull up his own 1v1 clutch. Oh boy, they can't. It's a 2-0. GodLike with the quick win.
Quick one right there. For sure. I mean, it's just so hard to call. It's just so hard to see, make a read of like what's gonna be the upbringing here for the set of Accelerate. Moving over now, GodLike coming up now. We'll try to have a lot of hold here towards the mid map. Just diversifying their call here and looking like they are able to cut up the show now. G-Shot's going to be all alone in a 1v5 situation, ring around a Rosie, and it's going to be a punch down towards the Bees. 1v4 now.
Yeah, but what happened to his teammates, right? He's probably thinking, why is the only player alive on this round itself? On a 1v3, he has punch 1, he has taken 1 down with an SMG, but you're going to have to deal with a couple of more players here. I don't think Trunks was able to spot that guy. G-Shots, like a ghost, able to go rogue. On a 1v2 now, he's taking down 3 players from this round itself. So, how does he try to make this work, right? You need to be able to get that bomb that's dropped at your spawn so far. That will be looking like an area that will be guarded here by Skull Guy so far. Still not getting any information. So we just want to be able to let this offensive player do all of the work here. Just let that bomb get dictated where it will go, because there's only 40 seconds left here. And there's limited time for G-Shots to make a play.
Take your time. You're about to make the play of the tournament. You've gone through a 1v5 already, down to a 1v2,
no
but unfortunately he got spotted out. No! And the Tracy 5-8 is enough to shut him down. And GodLike is going to continue to win those rounds. 3 in a row, Kelly.
Yo, that's insane, man. I mean, you know, this is for sure one of the best maps that GodLike can bring it to the table when they play this Search and Destroys. Now, I wonder how will they do in Search and Rescue, though? We'll see, we'll see. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know why I didn't bring that one up, but you got Trunks all over the place. Just finds one spray transfer. G-Shot's taken down. That's the first and the second blood on this round number 4.
That is crazy for Trunks. Such a madman he is, coming from hardpoint all the way down to Search and Destroy. And now Accelerate. Ghost, player 1. Revel here, trying to clutch this round off. Feeding off from the aggression here, coming from the set of GodLike. And unfortunately for them, individuality-wise, they're going to lose their gunfights as well. And now we get to see once more, it is just the GodLike show match here, Callie. Yeah, looking at the stats here so far, right? I mean, it's definitely been not just one-sided here for GodLike. Everybody's been able to make those plays, although Lerno's only got 1 kill. His teammates been able to really leverage that here so far for the day with their own set of capabilities. You got Prevail able to get himself in a very great spot here, while Trunks is going to try to play some angles. He's going to get read on by Ghost with that R9, so that's going to be a nice way for them to leverage, make this a 4v4 gunfight. Gonna be a pretty far-fetched situation here for GodLike now. I mean, numbers are not gonna be on their side here. And Abiz is so far away to support his teammates, but come again, every single bit of player here from the side of GodLike is just able to clutch it up. Everyone is a living threat here, and as Prevail tries to wrap around, he gets the hit marker. We'll be able to get the follow-up now. Precision is right there, and all of a sudden, just quickly with a snap, the odds now favoring GodLike now, and they are able to clutch it up.
How is this happening, dude? Like, yeah, I know for sure Extinct's a huge factor for XLR8, but you shouldn't be, you know, lagging behind like this, right? You've always lost the first blocks on the first 5 rounds, but you really do need to find yourself a little bit more passive in terms of playing some angles right over here. But yeah, change up route here. They look to try to take away this B side here with G-Shots as the front man, just trying to get up as much as information as they can get. Extending way forward P3, G-Shots, this is a nice angle, just needs to pick the right angle here to get that information. And yes, he's gonna find one, sprays it, takedown, learn! So, that's a nice cut down. You will take that 2-for-1 trade, but where is GodLike Cat? They're playing a game called hide and seek.
Bro. Yep.
Yeah.
This is GodLike at its finest. This is the second runner-up for the world champs, by the way. Strategy right there, Abiz. That's the hit marker. Prevail. Alongside with Trunks pushing up here, wrapping around Seaside. They want to go for a possible... I don't know what they're doing here, but they're just isolating the gunfights one by one. It's gonna be a 2v2. Rebel finds Trunks. Prevail all alone now here. Can he do it? He finds one. 15 seconds left on the clock, but player 1 is going to be on top of the scaffolding. Can't do much from there. And that's going to be it. Finally, at the end of the first half, they will be able to win a round.
They will not be served the GodLike special. You know that? GodLike special? I think you know, right?
Yep.
At this point, it's legendary. But
bro, it's been around in the comment section.
Oh really? Wait, I am not talking. I am not really keeping up with the comment section. They're topping way too fast right over there. But Trunks extending way forward. This is a nice flank. He gets that read, takes his time, gives him a body shot. Hey, just let him know it. Steals the weapon too. So let's see if we can get any of these shots coming through with the Fennec. I mean, he's pretty capable with that, right? 42 and 20 on the map number 1.
Come on. XLR8, you can't afford to let this one slide. Sprays down. We'll be able to get one. We'll be able to get 2. Rebel.
Let's go.
This player right here. We'll be able to get this one now. And they're going to be able to get another one here, Callie. It's now going to be 2 versus 2 here.
This is what you want to see for XLR8, right? Just get in the mix, brother. Now it's going to be this guy right here. Just trying to take the swing, takes a bees. So now it's going to be a 1v2 all down to the captain himself. What does he do on this 1v2? Can he go in for a massive ally here? Finds one onto Rebel. Swings. Spots. No player. But he does hear that sound cue right there. So now you just need to play a little bit more patient here. But again, you only got 30 seconds left to try to play this map right here. You do have to take your time, but you're running out of time. You decide to make that plant, but that's going to be a nice read for XLR8 to finally earn themselves a round win.
Hey, props to them. This might just be the half that, you know, decide that they might just be able to take more rounds off GodLike. And I'm just loving the way that they were able to counteract and feed off from the aggression there from the side of GodLike. You know, they played off those off angles until then they were able to mitigate the numbers. But moving over now towards this round, it's going to be a 50-50 trade-off here in regards to the first initial picks.
Now G-Shots needs to make a player, but now he's gonna get spotted, right? Learn! Uses the stun to get that info, and G-Shots decides to make a push, and he's gonna get red on. Now still going to be a possible 2v3 situation here. You need to have Ghost play and stay alive right here, as his teammate Vegas really not having any of his timer at all, but finally gets himself involved in the gunfight department, takes down the beast. One of the sniper already out. Just need to deal with another sniper and Learn, who's gonna try to put that bomb down at the beast site. Now you know where the position will be at right now. Ghost trying to play the cut down. Learn will be eliminated. Vegas, now they got the numbers advantage. Just gotta take down Prevail, who's been nasty so far on this search and destroy takeoff. 13 kills with the KRM. He finds one. Dancing, just working in the area, the close quarter combat, but hey, not gonna work there. Goes able to make that right read.
Oh, that was so close. Prevail. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all. After all, he already has 14 kills inside the lobby. Truly just out-leveling every single bit of player here so far. He is the only one that has double-digit kills. Closest player there is going to be a Beast. Now, moving over now to the 9th round here. It is going to be them going for a very aggressive tone here.
Wow.
For XLR8, defensive side. More like offensive side for them.
Yo, G-Shots. I mean, you're in a nice spot here. Just let your teammates get those sound cues for you. Super Bill extends up, but the nade connects. G-Shots able to get that speed off that pipe, but not enough to eat it, though. So, he's going to maintain himself in a very aggressive position, but on a tighter angle here this time.
The enemy has the bomb.
I think it's going to be pretty stale. Coming in. It's just all going to come down to the first shot to connect here. Player 3, Trunks. And G-Shot's going to be next to each other. Prevail on the feed. Finds one off the cross of the board. And he's going to be able to find another one now. Here we go. Trades after trades now. A minute left in the clock. 3v3 situation.
Trunks able to get the cut down on that mid-map. And that's going to be a 2v3. Bomb yet to be planted here. Vegas can still take his time. He's just going to have to play great on that Medcare center. While Revel just try to make himself get involved here by just hearing those sound cues right there. But it's tough right now for them because they're currently at a disadvantage. Anytime they want to make the play, there's going to be at least a random guy out there that will look to try to cut them off. The bomb now already planted. It's going to be a B-side hit. Need this round if you are accelerate. You want to be able to stop GodLike from getting that match point. You need Trunks to be hurt here. But Vegas able to take that high ground. And he's not going to get any information here right at the moment. But again, hops down, spots down, Prevail. On a 1v2 now with 22 seconds left. You got Skull Guy now able to make that push up. And Vegas will get red. And that's going to give GodLike that match point on this match right here.
Yeah, this is a quick one right now. I mean, first one for the side of Accelerate, they were able to pick off 3 rounds. Might just be some more as well. I mean, after all, we don't want to call it quits, not just yet, not until it's well over. But with the pacing that GodLike is playing at right now, I don't even know if they're going to be going to be so tactical about this, because they're just ego challenging every single corner out there, and so far the percentage for them winning the gunfights has been so high. A Beast finds another on the feed. G-Shots does punish him down.
Oh no!
A bit of a challenge right there here for G-Shots. He's gonna get punished as well. And now there's only gonna be 2 players here remaining for the set of Accelerate.
Yo, this is not looking good. If you are Accelerate right now, you're just about to get turned down, beat down on this map right here. As GodLike has got the numbers game. It's a 2v4 situation on your end. Bomb about to be planted at the A site, just clearing off space. Now you're sending out Prevail to hit that B3 lane, and with that shotgun, it's been remarkably insanely strong right here. You only got one more member to take down, and that will be Trunks with the final 2 P's, and that's going to be GodLike taking that win 7-3 to go up 2-0 on the best of 5 series.
Yeah, this is just, you know, somewhat what I expected from the set of GodLike. So props to them on this one. I mean, they know for a fact there's a lot more forces up ahead, and at the same time, you know, we don't want to be like too ahead of ourselves here. We still have control to deal with right after. Taking a look at the statistics accumulated for this very game here, Callie. Come again, Prevail here is going to be on 15 kills, 6 deaths, 10 for the set of a B. It's Trunks with 10, and the rest just lives on here. Accelerate not even having any player at all on double-digit kills. I mean, I'm not really saying that Search and Destroy has to go for a kill here, Callie, but, you know, execution comes in a long way, especially if you can win your gunfights.
Yeah, again, Prevail just, you know, on a 2-point plus KD. But on the other side, Accelerator, you do really want to give, you know, a bit of a highlight for G-Shots as well as Goes and the top fragger. I don't know how to speak Japanese, but I don't know. I know his name is going to be blank right there, right? Dot. Let's call him Dot right there, right? I mean, he's been able to get those right reads, and the reason why they managed to get those 3 round wins on this map right here. But yeah, definitely lacking in terms of finding the adjustments once the bomb gets planted and once they were being aggressively attacked on this map by GodLike. And I think that's where things should change for them at the moment. But yeah, you've done what you can do on this map right here, right? So just gotta have to worry about the next game that you're going up next, which will be Control And control definitely is something that GodLike takes pride in, especially when we hop into Seaside later on. But looking at our prop score right here, yep, definitely nothing too much of worthy of note. And yeah, I guess this is it, right? Map 1, Map 2, favoring GodLike. Seaside will be right up next.
You know, I had to like kind of like translate the name there, and it translates to massacre. So hey,
Oh my gosh, that's very violent.
very violent indeed. That's kind of wild right there. I mean, he does deserve it. He was able to put up a massacre here, getting the most kills for the squad of XLR8, but surely wasn't enough. But if you want to talk about massacre here, Cal, you want to talk about game number 3, it's gonna be on Seaside Control.
Yeah, Seaside Control was GodLike's map pick up against Team Vitality yesterday, where they won 3-1 on the scoreline, and they really displayed a great amount of, you know, firepower on that map. I feel like getting the mid-map was something that they are so used to when they're starting on the defensive side, and once they hit the attack, right, the captures are just insanely very well executed. So that's something that we can really watch out for as we hop onto this coming map up ahead. Do we see the boys of XLR8 absolutely go in for a reverse sweep? Is this the start of that reverse sweep, or will GodLike go in for a sweep to book themselves a ticket at the grand finals and be the first team to make it there tomorrow?
I mean, coordination, gunfights, really right there here for the side of GodLike, and you move over to control, which is something that they have been so excellent at. This might just be a blowout of a series here, but we don't know. We don't exactly know. But, you know, something that we do get to see here so far is that the first wave of gunfights, already GodLike having a better go at it.
Yeah, nice shots right now for them, right? They win the first 5 kills that immediately translate to a better map control on Seaside. And you got Abby's just like really cornered up into the restaurant right over here. Then they got just a couple of players just holding down the rooftops on the other side of the map. They got a complete lockdown about to ensue here. This is going to get nasty with the Beast just getting all of these eliminations. R9D to the face. 5 in a row for him before he gets taken down, and you already know he has bought his team that time in order for them to set up something great in this map right here. And that's just distracting and getting a huge lead on the kill department.
Yeah, I love the fact Ravel tried to go for a spawn trap, and 4 players just all of a sudden just went towards his direction. Yep. Hello there. Goodbye. See you next time for the spawn traps. But, you know, for the side of XLR8, they are trying to regain some time here for this very map, and looking like B control point is going to be their priority here. And GodLike is trying to swarm inside, and they're able to get the wipe here for the first tree as well. And looking like they are just going to go for the spawn trap here, Cal. The same old typical Seaside gameplay that we have been seeing so far, and this is just, you know, GodLike enjoying themselves.
Yeah, the mob grinder. That's what we call it in Garena, right? I mean, it's just unfair once you're able to hit that spawn right there. But doing time inside of the hard point, I mean, inside of the flag, god damn. Inside of the flag will be XLR8 here. That's a great job for them to extend the clock to another minute. Hey, 9 to 15 difference on the life count is not a lot. It's still a possible way for them to get themselves back in this. Just they need to get a capture on the B side, which they're about to do as they take down a B's inside of that map. Rebel will be holding down, cutting down this lane right here. That will delay the push. Learn, Skull Guy able to make it out alive, but the delay is there already. Just one more segment for XLR8 to win this.
Oh my days. Still a very doable round. They are able to get the progress here inside this B control point, but it should just go down to the kills. But Prevail on the feed finds a triple now. Ghost hops in with an R9, looking to change the tide all around, but Learn with a War Machine, just shutting them down. And all of a sudden, the convincingness of GodLike starts to show here. Vegas all alone in a 1v4 situation. 1 minute and 7 seconds left on the clock. What can you do here, Cal?
He's not in the bad spot, right? I mean, he's got a claw that can he potentially bring out. I mean, just need to flush down a couple of players here, and the bullets can ricochet, so he can really win this 1v1 right here if he brings it out at the proper time. Skull Guy taken down. Now you have to worry about the guys coming through mid. Learn is holding down the outskirts of this restaurant right here. You know, you do have some eliminations, but Learn brings up the boxing gloves, and the bell has been rung. We got a knockdown.
Yeah, on the left corner, we got the second runner-up for the World Championship 2023, GodLike. And on the left corner, it's going to be XLR8.
What? I am not following up, Warden.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not following up. Is this the effect of casting for 6 hours prior to this event? Anyway, so let's go back into this, right, shall we? First 5 kills goes to GodLike, and pay attention. That's going to be a nice statistic to actually try to look forward to when you're trying to watch a control match. That grants you so much of what the scenario is looking like inside of the game. Immediately gives you that map control, which I have been talking about to start off this match. The map grinder officially activated. Let's see who's gonna get some more experience points right here. Vegas making the right plays with the Fennec there, finds a double, but look at this double time what we're seeing for GodLike. That will be Trunks holding down the A site. That's going to be captured at the same time. Finds nobody. Oh, 2 pumps it. Oh. But hey, at least they get that B capture. We're gonna pretend that did not happen.
Yeah, I mean, okay, from the mob grinder right there, they were able to gain a lot of experience there, no, and looking like they are now fully enchanted here to go up against XLR8, and looking like they want to close out the deal here. Fire aspect for the side of GodLike. They're able to burn it down here, Callie. Woo! And looking like the haste of GodLike. It's just too much for even XLR8 to chase after.
I agree, man. Look at this. GodLure now always able to get that bow and arrow right there at the Odin. Again, just so divine right there. He's able to cut it through. 11 kills for him. Ties up with the V's and Prevail there to be the top 3 slayers on this round number 1. He just want to throw hands at a gunfight. Insane there, but hey, still gotta be a great possibility for XLR to try to stop at least the first 30 seconds of the extra added time that we got for GodLike right here. But you have to take care of your lives for moving forward. But Prevail just immediately cuts them down just like that. A couple of stops coming in from the front of the A site, but now you got Skull Guy able to take down the guy holding down the Central Plaza. So it's all down to Ghost to make the play inside of the red wine cellar, which he gets taken down. All down to Burns and G-Shots. G-Shots. He's gonna get himself shot at the back, and GodLike. That's going to be 1 defensive win and another attack side win for him.
Yeah, I mean, the sharpness here from the side of GodLike is absolutely precise here, Callie. They're just slicing through XLR8. No matter what kind of, like, offerment XLR8 has, you know, on their bag. Played offensively, defensively. Not gonna matter for them. And now we move over now back to XLR8 here on this offensive side. Looking like this B control point will be their main focal point. Allocating 2 players here to roam around at A control point. Not really the best option here for them, but at the same time, you know, they're doing too bad in regards to the gunfights, but they have to be more than just that.
I mean, GodLike learned just straight up slamming the A site there. Nice defense for them as they win another first 5 kills on this round number 3. But it's been definitely back and forth here. Definitely definitely different compared to the attack side that we see. XLR8 just started on this map, but now slowly you're seeing a lot more operators be brought out here, especially for Trunks, who's got the claw in his hands, looking to try to get the cut down all the way from this area on the map. There's a lot of nooks and crannies you have to check here, which is the trickiest part on this map right here. But hey, at least they're able to get a little bit better map control here compared to the side of XLR8.
Yeah, we haven't been able to see anything disastrous here so far on towards this round, but as soon as we get to see GodLike extended, pushed up already for the spawn trap, that might just be where the trouble begins. And adding the fact there's going to be a lot of resources that GodLike can play for, especially with Prevail with his equalizer, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't check his corner, he's going to go down. And, you know, there's still a lot more breathing room here for XLR8. It's just a matter of questioning now what kind of push they want to offer, and if ever they will have to decide which way to go, it might just be this A control point, because that's exactly where they are already located at.
Yeah, Ghost just trying to swim the net with this fire. They're straight up slamming this with 2 operators, and they find good value off of it. So now they're able to get some time inside of the point. That's going to be 1 tick, 1 segment that they're able to do here. But they need to deny a couple of more players from GodLike, who's just trying to defend that lane right there. They send out G-Shots to play that flank. Is trying to play it if possible, but the time rounds out. It's over. That's going to be GodLike taking the first series of the day. They booked their ticket to the grand finals. The team that they're going up against with has to be determined later on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so hyped here, Callie. I mean, this is exactly the GodLike that I've been wanting to see, and guess what? I've been seeing it all throughout going from the first day all the way down to the second. But fortunately for the side of GodLike, I mean, this is only the first series that they'll be playing here for today. XLR8 is now going to be moving over to NLU later on. But after this matchup, guys, after the series, it's going to be NLU up against Vitality. So that is going to be something that I'm also going to be eyeing out for here, Callie. But for this time being, let's talk about statistics and the breakdown for this post-match.
Will we have ourselves, a very dominating win here for GodLike? And again, there's still definitely a lot of lapses that we saw for Accelerate that they need to actually try to break through. And I think that's how you really want to start on the attack side right here, right? We saw a couple of times, we actually saw 2 times that they started on the attack side, but they just couldn't really bring out the best on their gunfights. And again, they just have to be able to start the round off getting those first 5 kills, which was impossible on this Control C side when they went up against GodLike. And when they lost those first 5 kills, you saw how much space GodLike got on that round number 1, and even worse, on that round number 3, you saw Prevail with the equalizer, able to get the response, get that mount grinded, and just get so much of those eliminations, and that proved to be a factor here. Prevail has just been something else. This guy, MVP of that map number 2, and going to be the MVP of this Control C side.
Yeah, GG's well played here. Prevail, all eyes on you in this one. Gotta talk about Learn as well, putting up the impact Hedera for Search and Destroy. That's just pretty much about it. Moving over now here, Callie. I mean, safe to say, with GodLike, we're pretty much winning every series that they have. They are bound to be, booking their tickets to this grand final.
I agree, man. So now who's going to be that other team that will go up against them is going to be the very main question. Well, the next game that we're going to have here, Warden, is going to be important because Team Vitality, they're up there, 2nd place right now in the current standing. Should they take that win up against NLU, they will be able to get the rematch that they've been eyeing to go up against GodLike at the grand finals. And more of this action will continue right after this break. 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to give you guys more action here. And Warden, where the hell did you go? And yeah, we're...
I just got EMP.
Yeah, got EMP'd here, by the way. But he's here with us here, ladies and gentlemen. But you guys have been waiting for this matchup right here. Vitality taking NLU on a best of 5 series. And this is going to be a huge fight right here. Because the winner of this would likely determine who's going to secure that second spot to the grand finals, where they go up against the boys of GodLike Esports. And for Team Vitality right here, they're going to get themselves a huge run for their money as they go in this battle right here.
Yeah, okay, it's great to be back here, Callie. But yeah, I mean, let's see how this is going to play out. I mean, NLU, they have something to prove here as well. They didn't really have the best run on yesterday up against Vitality, which is arguably the second best team here so far. I mean, they did lose up against GodLike Esports on that game number 5. So I'm not saying that this is going to be an easier contender, because you know this is a different recurring stage as well. After all, you know, if you get to look at like the work ethic behind Vitality, you best believe as well that they are going to be working their booty offs for the best out of the best that they can offer here for today's competition.
I agree, man. Vitality really hasn't won anything up against GodLike for not just 1 but almost 2 years, right? So you can see there will be some frustrations in there, and just like Atlanta FaZe. Let me just slow down the volume of the music here right now, right? But just start talking about it right now, right? You know, Atlanta FaZe and CDL, they've been cursed. Only coming in second every time a major opens up. And that's been Vitality for 2 years in this region, right? Only second every time when they go match up against GodLike. But maybe this Vitality 2.0 roster right here under Darian Zim will be able to put themselves in a nice spot to actually try to break that curse. But moreover than that, right, NLU, on the flip side, this is a team that is capable, right? You got Random in there, you got Master, you got Cyro from T-Wob. So there's obviously serious firepower that this team can really provide here. And I hope they bring in that great gunnies here, Warden.
I mean, I've been able to talk to Master a lot. I mean, I was able to let him an account as well to practice on the greener region. I mean, it goes to show that, you know, they are on the run always to grind and just try to offer the best. And it's going to be a perfect opportunity for them to, you know, prove themselves worthy here. So now we're approaching towards the first game. Here we go, Callie. We're back to Ashenda here. That has been so far the L staple map here for Hardpoint, not just on this tournament, but you know, for a lot of you know, other events to do so. As now we move over to the first Hardpoint here, Callie. Looking like it's going to be a battle for open hall here, which a lot of Vitality members will be located at, but X Intimidate finds the double kill right there, and that should be able to soften the flow out. But at the same time, the spawn control here for the set of Vitality is so spot on.
Oh, a nice stun there by Vitality. Intimidate definitely off to a great start, but finally some kills, just looking down at the kill feed for Vitality in there. Dope. Gonna be able to enter right below, maybe to get the team actually some points out of the hard point. They're currently starting with a great stride as they take that lead on the first 30 seconds. 12-5 will be your scoreline. And focus your attention to who's going to have that hard point right here and who's going to chain that P1 into P2. Currently, that will be Marvel from Vitality that will be trying to get that early rotation onto next. But that can be said as well for Master, who's going to have himself an early aggressive attack here right in front of the Lamborghinis. And he's going to lose that conflict right there, Warden.
Not really the best spawns here for the side of Vitality, but, you know, with each individual player here from the side of their squad, everyone can just win their off their gunfights. And so far, this opener here for this very hill, they're not really struggling at all. They are able to withstand the force and the flow of the spawns, despite the fact that it is staggered. The players that is currently existing inside of the hard point is just delaying enough time for the cavalry to arrive.
Oh, Marvel just trying to line it up here, finds himself a 2Ps right there, trying to make the break inside. That will be NLU. Dope, able to find the 2Ps on the shore side. They're going to be able to try to stack it. Nice. As 4 players go down for Vitality, that will be your boys from NLU that will get that break inside of Lambos. Maybe try to get more points inside here. 20 seconds, so plenty of time to actually try to contest. And that might just put them inside of the lead here. Should we not see any more of the contest to happen from Vitality, as they're looking like they're likely going to set up onto next. That's going to be a huge time they're giving up here, Warden.
I mean, really good recovered of NLU though. I mean, they do go for the scrap time, and they're gonna be able to retain this lead as well. Only gonna be 10 points, but a lead is a lead, and that's something that you'd want to really take away from the set fatality. Put up the great fight, have the pressure towards them, and how much more as well. Back it up with a rotation as well for the next hill. They have a pretty good setup to get an option right now to allocate 2 players down the patio and just have more pressures inside a hill. But with player 2, Marvel wrapping around, he's gonna be able to force his spawns across and away from NLU, and they go for the break. And more definition here will be given for set of fatality.
And Joko is finally able to play here, by the way. He was subbed out yesterday up against GodLike. It was Viper playing all throughout the best of 5 right there. It was playing insane. Let's see how well will this team go in terms of matching that pacing that they had up against GodLike, right? I mean, right now he's got himself 7 kills. This P3 still up in the board with 15 seconds. And yeah, Cyro doing a great time inside of the hard point. 31 seconds in there already, while their teammates actually set up next. A huge gunfight, always won by Intimidate on this first 3 hills. And they just did one here at this P4 as it takes down one of the players from Vitality to secure that early rotation.
You can tell that this is not really like a high killing game at all. Everyone here is just playing off the hill here, and so far really good start here for set of NLU. They are able to just overthrow the tides here away from Vitality, doubling it down. Now we go to the lead. 40-point lead here, Cali. I know for a fact you weren't expecting this at all.
Yeah, this is great, right? Nice reads every time. It started with Intimidate that will get those eliminations off the early rotation. Now they bring out their operator Solo, though. Able to solo level up and get those eliminations to make the hard point actually favor their way. Cyro, though, will be able to get those reverted back as he finds himself a double kill. Finally, we're seeing some operators be dumped out here for Vitality as they look to try to stop the time here being taken by the boys of NLU. 96-52 will be our scoreline as we hop into P1 reset. You want to be able to get that nice setup done there. And for Vitality, they have Sam stacking in. They open, finds themselves a 2 Ps, and this is going to be a reset. 96-65 as you open up P1.
If you're a direct fan of Tectonic, you'd be happy to see him dropping 21 here so far. And this is looking to be a much more better performance that we were able to see on yesterday's run, where he came a bit pretty stale, pretty cold on the first few hard points, but was able to manage to rev it up. How much more as well when he gets to start hot quickly right from the get-go. You know for a fact he's going to be able to retain this one all throughout. Ooh. But that is really the only spotlight here so far for set fatalities. NLU is still going to be on the lead, but they got to find a means to hustle more here on this hard point number 1 to ensure that they retain this one throughout. Great gunfights is being won in the objective. That's been the difference here so far between these two teams. Intimidate on the early rotation. You got Dope playing inside the OBJ, then Random with that AR, just completely lighting things up, providing that support that the team needs. And Intimidate once again, just winning these rotational battles, just making this right reads every time. So they're going to have at least a 50-50 battle on this. Intimidate needs to win this battle up against Marvel, who's taking down Shore side, and he's going to get an elimination. So still going to be a nice setup that you got there for Vitality, but look at the positionings on the map, right? They got number 1 and 2 in Random and Intimidate, able to flip spawn, so now you're going to get swallowed inside if you're Vitality. I mean, come on, this region here is just over showing us what's the capabilities that they can offer here so far. And now, coming back here inside this hill, get to see clear spawn and finishing here for a set of NLU. No anchors at all, they're just relying off that pacing coming in, but they got to worry about Solo here wrapping around to try to go for the flip of spawns, but he needs to move in quick to put up the impact here because the rest of his teammates here is truly barging in. Only one last player that they got to deal with, and that's going to be Master, but Dope hops right in as well with an equalizer here, Cali. And NLU, they still stand strong inside a hard point. Yeah, this is what you want, right? Great operator investments and the OBJ just being known up by Dope. NLU, 75 seconds from him. Actually on the objective, last 15 seconds should go in the way of, you know, both teams. Whoever wins that battle right there to claim that scrap time. But what you want is that early rotation onto next, which you have right now. If you are NLU, you got Random tightly set up on defenses. You got Intimidate holding down 10. Then you got Master absolutely getting the War Machine to cut off the connectors in that patio. That will force Vitality to actually go in and attack at the ground floor. And that will actually buy them some time, absolutely, to get the first 15 seconds of this hard point as they look to maintain that lead to carry over their side. Yeah, 142 to 107 here. It's such a clear statement that NLU still is looking to get this one all throughout now. But the wave comes in here for a set of vitality, and initially they do get the clearance here, but they got to worry about the 4 players here pushing up here, coming from that wrap around true alleyway. And they're going to be able to deal with it now. Looking like they are finally going to be able to define this, the sides here as the tail time starts to kick in. 20 seconds left on inside his hill. But NLU still wants to have a piece out of it. And allocating at least 2 players as well to head straight towards New. Cali, every factor here is clicking towards NLU.
Intimidate. I mean, we might as just call Intimidate the route man here. He's been able to win his early battles for this squad when it comes to playing this hard points, and that's going to be a nice setup. They can convert to maintain that lead in their side. But Tectonic, right, he's got himself 34. I mean, the best AR in North America going here, just trying to make at least a play for the team, maybe get himself, you know, a 40 bomb here, as it's definitely possible. But now the battle inside of the hard point will be Master finding himself a 2-piece with the Odin. But great job right there for Jokos to come up huge with that operator, as well as that Hunter Killer drone, and he's been able to get some more eliminations with that. That's going to be nice to absolutely turn the tides around. It's an operator dump for Vitality. 4 operators they put into this P4, and now we got that lead switch. Now it's Vitality with the lead.
Yeah, that's exactly where Vitality excels. It's where they are able to just invest those operators so efficiently. And they're going to be able to take this lead right back here. Quite a lot. Should be a 30-point gap if ever they are going to be able to claim the remaining scrap time with no heap of contestment at all here for the set of NLU. And looking like NLU, they are thinking about the long run here, just setting up towards the open hall. Ensuring that in some way, if ever we do get to see the rotation bite through here for a set of Vitality on the next hill, they might just be able to soften the offense up. And clearly it didn't really work out. It's still going to be a 50-50 gamble here for this very P1. And as we get to see, NLU here looking to zone out 2 hallways here, going to be close and open. And looking like they are going to be able to put up the fight, but it's just not going to be pretty convincing as soon as we get to see the hardpoint opens up.
Yeah, Marvel on the 29, silent, but definitely here for Vitality so far. 151 to 189 will be on the scoreboard. You want to be able to get this contest if you are NLU. And they do manage to find a break inside of the hill with the help of that smoke, and Master just so equipped with the war machine here so far. Getting himself at least 1 kill there before getting taken down, but Vitality's just painting that kill feed yellow. They've been winning more gunfights to start off this third P1 reset that we got, and that's obviously huge for them to finally get that 200-point lead. The 200-point mark reached on this matchup right here. Now you need this P2 on your side if you're NLU right now. You've been able to win this hard point so far. Cannot afford to be inconsistent right here and lose this one, as you're currently trailing about 40 seconds on this matchup right here.
Yeah, if you're on the side of NLU, you'd be happy to get the spawns right now away from Checkers. But quickly, man, Vitality, they do get the read here. They're going to be looking Marvel to wrap around to go for the pinch. And if ever the timing is right, they might just be able to flip the spawns. But RNG is still favoring NLU for this one. They are going to be able to retain the checker spawn here. But in the time being inside of the hard point, Vitality is now going to be able to take control of it.
Solo's just everywhere here, man. Syro decides to make a break all on his own. And that's going to be the kills from the trophy side that will eventually lead to that initial break coming in for Syro, but cannot really sustain their life out there. So the Thrace is much better for Vitality here so far, completely locking down the Lamborghini and finally adjusting to the pace that we got here for NLU. They can end it here. 20 more points to end this matchup. Sams brings out the equalizer, finds himself a 4-piece on the kill feed, flip that spawn. You got the driveway now being utilized here by NLU. They gotta bring out their operators to get inside of this hard point. They gotta at least stop it for just 1 second to force another hard point rotation.
And looks like they are successful at it now, but look at where Vitality is at. Joker's already involved into the mixer for the next
51
alongside with Solo and Sam's now. 243 to 171 here, Cali. Tectonic is going out of his mind. 51 kills, as you would say.
It's just insane right there. Truly making up for their loss up against GodLike yesterday. Jokos brings out the Spiral, finds 1 volley off a fit, and you got your first map winner. That will be Team Vitality taking that win 250 to 171. But hey, you really gotta credit NLU here, man. They kept it up. They took that lead on the first 2 sets of hard point, but Tectonic happened. The plates shifted, and it shifted on the way of Tectonic. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, man.
The Tectonic shifted, really did. And it favored Tectonic.
The Tectonic shifted. Yes, that made sense. You can't just throw yourself under the bus with you disregarding yourself.
Goddamn.
That one, but it's okay. But man, 74, 119 score for the side of Tectonic. 51 kills and 22 deaths with
Oh my
a
gosh.
200, both fully a 200 impact rating, Cali. That is so far the highest I've been able to see in this tournament.
Yeah, that's insane right there, man. I do think Verveil scored a lot of kills also yesterday. I cannot confirm that. I don't have the sets for this one, but we'll look like just let me know down there, right? Yeah, he's looking like, you know, a prime version of himself there once again. Tectonic. He's just everywhere in the map, and I want to know how much value does he have with his, you know, with his impact right here. 19 capture kills. You gotta be kidding me, man. And how, you know who? I wonder who he owned here. He owned Cyro, dude. 2 and 16. Master 1 and 10. Okay, let's not get deeper into that, right? Let's just head over towards our maps and modes right here and see what just happened. We finally see our map number 1 ended with Hacienda Hardpoint being a map pick here. Be won by Vitality, right? So this is a map pick by NLU, and Vitality took that map away from them.
You know, I just want to say, Cali is like the same type of kid that walks inside a candy store if he sees numbers.
You know what? This is the first time actually I blanked out, dude. I blanked out. I didn't know what to say because there were just so many huge numbers Tectonic had on that map itself. And I'm not glazing, dude. I'm not glazing that player, but
It's insane.
it's just, I think you would have lost your mind too, right? Even if it wasn't
Cali.
Tectonic. If it was, let's say it was AG, you would have lost your mind too, right? It couldn't just be me.
Exactly. And, you know, Cali, I neglected the fact that 2 minutes. He had 2 minutes hill time with 51 kills. Remember back then in the old season where, oh, the objective player is the player with the worst gunfights? Hell to the no, you'd want to have the best out of the best players out there inside of the hill. And Tectonic is able to fill into the role, being arguably in this season for this FSN Championship, the best objective player here as of this moment.
Yeah, for this series itself, right? But I don't know. I think we got a couple of more better OBJs there. A big shout out to Dope, by the way. Didn't expect him to dominate that great, honestly, on that first map. 39 and 39 went positive in there. High potential. He was the route man on that map number 1, but we head into Search and Destroy right up next. Express. We don't normally see this one too often, but hey, want to see every all the goodies here. Early on, Vitality will be starting on the attack side. It will be your boys from NLU that will be getting themselves the defense here so far. They have a number. 3v2 situation here in favor for them.
Marvel finds the long shot. Jokes as well. And now, it's all going to come down to random here to clutch it up now. 1v2 situation. Jokus, Marvel. What are you going to do? Looking like they want to go for a possible bomb plant now. Random. He spots him out. Going to go for the shot. Unfortunately, the hit marker comes in.
No.
Not really the best way, shot of choice right there. Only was able to see his legs, and now they know exactly where the direction where Random is going to be coming from. The bomb's now going to get planted now. Time is ticking.
Yeah, former Team Vitality player right here, Random. He's very familiar with this team, but not with these players that he's going up against with. You got a player all the way from EU here. That's going to be Marvel. And, you know, your former teammate Joko is not mistaken. If I do have my history done perfectly here, Marvel decides to take a pick. He has that info. Random, can he get that 1v2 clutch? 19 seconds left, brings out the pistol in a gunfight. Obviously, he came so close to it, but the Odin just outsmarts it a little bit better in terms of the damage, and Vitality will be able to take that round number 1.
Was a close one right there. I mean, went down to a 1v2. Let's see what's gonna be responding here for set of NLU. Are they still gonna go for a stack here towards the bomb side? Looking like they're only gonna be looking at 3 players, and obviously, I don't think it's gonna be enough at all. And the force here from the set of Vitality.
Ooh.
Sam, get an opener here, but Cyro from down below will be able to get a double. But unfortunately, it's only going to stay towards that. And now looking like it's going to be another run of Deja Vu here for a set of Random. Another 1v2 situation here for him to deal with.
Yo, you know, it's already been about a couple of minutes passing by. You don't want to get caught by the train here if you're Random, right? Just get out of that tracks. That's the way to go. Finally, you are at the rivals. You're gonna get yourself a couple of players here. That's going to be Joko's. It's a deja vu of the round number 1 that they're going to meet again. Who's gonna win that gunfight? Ooh, pre-fire is there for Joko's. Random swings, cannot get any information, but he got baited there, and Tectonic manages to get that kill with that scope.
Yeah, something underrated about Tectonic is that this man can snipe really well. I was able to tune into his to his streams, and was sniping in spawns for a moment there with his DLQ, and was able to convert quite a lot. Not really involving a lot of movements, but that's exactly the personality of Tectonic. Precision is his name right there. Moving over now to the next round. Early kill for the set of Random. That is going to be looking quite well here for set of NLU. And it looks like they do get the call as well. That it is going to be an A-bomb site that Vitality wants to push for.
You got the multi-angle attack that you can line up here if you are this team, right? And now you're just going to need your players to make their way to whatever spot you want to be located at right now. And that's going to be Intimidate off the back, trying to check up lockers. But Joko's holding the high ground, finds himself a 2-piece. All down to Master and Random. Master's got the R9. It hits like a freight train, but Tectonic just to go with that gunfight, and that's going to be 3-0 off the start. Vitality looking so aggressive when they are on the attack side, although there were a couple of first bloods being initiated here by the boys of NLU. I mean, the Thrace is being one better come mid-game here.
You know, the pacing here for Vitality is not incremental at all. It is well drastic. And now, though, so you want to call for a very passive play, and I think that's going to be the best call here. Look at the way that NLU is going for a push here on the overpass pretty aggressively, and now Vitality decides to peek out. If everybody went earlier, they would have went up against the barrage of NLU, and now they look to get to see a pretty free bomb set, but never mind, they try to just go back, and now they meet Vitality here inside of the site. So far, kills leaning to be 50-50, just one up here for the set of Vitality. Master and Dope all alone for the set of NLU.
I still yet to plant that bomb. You need someone to actually make a play for you right here. And that's going to have to be Dope, because you don't really got much of a range if you're Master. You only got that R9 to play with, right? You need somebody to make that little bit of a pressure to work to favor your way, be that distraction. But Joko's has got his eyes set on this. Mayhaps spotted a laser that Master has on his R9 right now. He's got a laser focus on that. Bomb is going to be down. 45 seconds until that bomb explodes. You got Dope extending out, which is a great nice spot for him to be at. Finds Marble, but Tectonic able to get elimination, and Joko's there to team up. And that will be 4-0 now on the attack side for Vitality.
I just want to say I'm not the warden that is spectating.
I thought that was you, dude, for a second.
Not me. I had to clarify that because someone asked me why am I spectating, but nope, that ain't me. We'll go over now towards the next round.
Hold up.
It is gonna be
press the emergency button.
Pressed.
Okay. Nothing happened.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, Vitality here is gonna be playing quite aggressively here towards the A-bomb side. I mean, it's only going to be Solo here extensively pushing up, and he is going to be able to punish one player down here to the ground. And now, get to see an early 4v5 situation. Is this something you want to see for a set of NLU? Of course not.
Yeah, I mean, you need to see some sniper picks here. But Tyro could not really get himself any angle of this. I mean, the best case is that you can really find some shots through Random. But it's all the way from the back, right? All of the players for Vitality actually trying to get themselves to go attack A. Solo able to take the first 2 kills on this round. Now smoke will be deployed that will cancel out Random's area on the map here right now. And Solo's just going to push up, try to invade where Random is at. He must have heard that sound to you already with the R9, with the sniper. It doesn't matter. He's able to take and make those plays. Dope, the last guy is standing there out, man. Let's see how he does on this 1v4.
Yeah, show us some dope plays, Dope.
No pun intended.
Solo. On top, down below is gonna be Dope, making a lot of noises. I know for a fact. I think they know exactly where he is.
Yeah,
and they're just waiting for the pinch to happen. Here's gonna go for a slide out. Gonna go back inside a train. Possibly just gonna call a ticket, book a ticket to somewhere else.
There we go.
I don't think you're gonna be able to get anything from that. But hey, he does isolate Joker's out. But he peeks to the left. He finds one. Peeks to the right. Finds one on a swell.
Ooh.
He goes for the kill. He backs away. Gonna go for a reset. If only there was a bit more time till then, he wouldn't be in a rush. But unfortunately for him, it was rush hour, and he had to run away and make the push. And Vitality is now going to be able to feed off that, win another round, 5-0 now, Cali, as we speak.
This is also looking like a masterclass right here, man. I mean, I don't even know where to start, right? Which round happened to be, you know, the moment where the momentum just carried over for Vitality right here. And look at this, right? Three players go down in the first 20 seconds. For NLU, it's all down to Random and Master right here, who's got an R9. What can he do with Tech, who's been active like a volcano right now, erupting for 8 kills and 51 kills at a hard point on that map number 1.
Earthquakes, volcanoes. Yeah, Tectonic is really defining that here inside this series. Tectonic plates shifting, volcanoes erupting. That is the name of Tectonic right now. He is truly exploding out from the series. Totally not glazing. We are not glazing Tectonic.
We are a Tectonic glazers, chat. This is what happens when you got a couple of casters who's on serious, just doing the casting for you. But hey, we're not on serious. We're very serious right now. You can tell it within our face. Master, you should be able to get that kill now. Master, come on, dude.
No,
Master.
Not a Master of R9.
Yeah, he got soloed by Solo. What the hell's happening? Our brain has shut off. We need the mental reset.
I mean, so does NLU. They're down 6 rounds, no rounds whatsoever. Random, X-Dope, Cyro. Come on, man.
Come on, let's go. 1 round.
2 players discrepancy. You guys have to take this one away. Cyro,
come on. Marvel's right in front of you. Marvel is right in front of you. Cyro. Oh, no, Marvel. He's got himself another kill. All down to Random here. Sam's taken down. Oh, a 1v3. It's possible, but Joko's ends it with this cope. We got a sweep in this search and destroy. Somebody bring the broom. Vitality. Another 7-0, I guess. I think they managed to do that up against XLR8 yesterday. I'm not quite sure, but a win is a win right here. Things could have been done a lot better if the team played a little bit more as a team here for NLU, right? There were a couple of plays where they had one of their members taken down, but there were no trades happening, right? And it's just kind of those lapses that really cost you those life count disadvantages once you hop into multiple rounds of action that you got here for Search and Destroy Express. But this one could be ending up in a sweep.
Yeah, I mean, man, come on. 7-0 here. Something that we are just... I'm kind of surprised to see, especially with the performance that I was able to see coming from Hardpoint. I wasn't really expecting this at all. Props to NLU for putting up a fight on Hardpoint, but on Search and Destroy, Intimidate struggling here quite a lot. Same goes for the side of Cyro, Master, Random. Pretty much every single bit of players here is struggling quite a lot. And moving over to how it goes down here, Cali. I mean, First Bloods.
Yeah, Vitality's got 6. So First Blood accounts for, 60% of round wins in CDL back in 2022. I don't know what currently the percentage is of that, but once you're able to really get that First Blood on this Search and Destroy, you got that early numbers game, right? So there's a high chance of you converting that into round wins, and for Vitality, they were able to convert 6 of 7 of those rounds right here. And yeah, that's definitely great. Huge gunfights there for them. But I tell you what, right? Dope has been pretty impressive. This guy, this guy sticks out like an eye candy for me because he went positive and it has Shanda Hardpoint despite a loss. Now he's up here scoring the top frag on this map right here. And he's got the Battle Pass Season 1, so he's definitely an OG. And Dope definitely going to have to play great gameplay coming right up next on this map that we're gonna have, which is going to be a Control Raid, which happened to be a map played by Vitality up against XLR8 yesterday, where they went in 4-3-0 Warden.
It's gonna come to the point as well that we're just like hella in depth so much in regards to analyzing oh, this player has a Damascus skin here, and most likely he does love to train around shipment quite a lot. So I mean, yeah, I know for a fact what you just saw there, Cali. And guys, Express 7-0s. I know for a fact, Tectonic is not so new about 7-0s in certain choice.
Okay, I'm not gonna back you up on that. I'm gonna throw you on the bus. But yeah, now that we have this conversation right here, right? We got this conversation right here. So
You positioned it at the wrong time.
hey, that's on me. That's on me. But it's all right. You got GodLike, you got Team Vitality, you got players from XLR8, you got players from NLU doing a great job right there. Now, if you were to rank the players individually, who's your top 5? Right, is going to be the question. I want to ask the comment section. I want to know who will be your top 1 player in this region because after all of this roster shakeups, the Fire Nation attack and everything has changed, and you gotta adapt to it, right? So it is going to be nice to know your opinion. Who currently is the #1 player in the India region? Because there's a lot of talent in there. You got Skull Guy, you got Prevail, you got players like Tech, Marvel, Solo, you got Jokos, Dope, Cyro, all of those members, right? Just definitely helping this team try to take those wins.
So the question is, throughout the whole region of India, who's the top 5 here?
So who'll be your top 5?
Who'll be my top 5? Without an order here, Cal. I'm just gonna play it.
Yeah,
safe.
no order. Okay, sure. Hey, you muted. You muted. Bro, you muted. Okay, I think Warden got EMP'd for a bit.
Oh, really?
Oh, there. Now he's back. I thought he was doing it on purpose. He was trying to keep it a secret for us. See?
Without an order.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I muted?
You were muted again. I don't know why that keeps on happening.
I think okay. I think that the universe is telling me right now. Don't name any top 5s. Play it safe, Morgan. Play it safe.
We will leave it to the comment section on who you guys think is top 5 currently on this region. We head back into our game and see for ourselves what's going to be happening in this matchup right here. Let's go over as you got Vitality already 2 wins in this best of 5 series right here. NLU, this is the start of the reverse sweep. Need this map right here to force a map number 4, and you start on the defensive side, which is already a big plus.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if they're gonna be able to get a wipe off here for this first wave of gunfights. Though they gotta feed off those 3 players here from the side of Vitality inside of the hill, and they do take 1, but Jokos responds back with a double here, and he's gonna be able to find a 4 spree overall for this first wave of gunfights.
Okay, so first 5 kills favors Vitality right here. Dope able to get himself a great kill on the mid map. I said they managed to get that flush on the B side. Nice defense, but you're kind of giving away the A side here this time. So you're kind of caught in between. You want to get this mid-map control, or do you want to stack your resources on that A site, which is definitely going to cost you so much of this lives. Is that's going to be a nice setup that you got there for Vitality. You got Marvel just using his scope. You got Joko's eyeing down on the big window. Then Sam's just eyeing out on that money room here so far. So you need someone to play that mid-map right now for you. That's going to be Cyro for NLU, and he needs to make this play, but he gets shot down by Tectonic.
I mean, this is just a very beautiful view that I'm having here so far. Just Vitality here, showing really great control here off this very game. I mean, they can go for the slice, you can go for the capture, but this B control point is one of the easiest control points you can capture here in this Call of Duty Mobile universe. But if ever, let's say, NLU decides to have more map control here inside of this very, rundown here for the parameter on this B control point, maybe till then, Vitality will have a bit of a struggle here to have an entrance, but looking like it's not going to be the case. The gunfight starts to get won over by Vitality.
8-17 in the live count, dude. That's not looking good. Capture already in for Vitality at the B site. That will be the attack. Just working like clockwork, right? They done the first 2 segments at the B side. Once they get immediately flushed in, they head over towards A, get that capture locked in. Then they manage to get that extra minute to get themselves over at the B side. And by the time that the players of NLU hop in that flag, just completely obliterated there. Right now, you got Vitality now switching things up now, starting on the defense.
Again, 28-28 here. It's going to be all equal, but come again, once a team starts to break loose, then that's going to be the time where things gets more defined here from one side. And I do hope this time it's going to be NLU, as they do get some progress here on this A control point, but they're not really having that whole cohesive definition that I'd love to see from a team here. No, they got 2 players here pushing up that A control point, 3 players here on towards gallery. And obviously, it's not going to be enough at all, especially when you are on the offensive side.
A nice defense, just totally locking down the first 30 seconds here, shutting down the opportunity for NLU to try to take that attack at the A site. Now you got Solo and Marvel going in for the garage invasion, and Solo has got the most unfair weapon of all. He's got the MG42 locked in here. This is the DYG X-Truck special. So now he's going to be able to funnel down the spawns of the enemy here all the way to the Lamborghini side. Finally, he's going to get cut off. That's going to be huge, but you only got 30 seconds to try to make your way around the A or the B site here if you're NLU. So, gonna make the most of it and try to stack on one side first.
Yeah, I mean, they're having a hard time here breaking
God.
away from either lanes, and you kind of get to see as well that the train of thought here for set of NLU is kind of split in half. Some wants to go for that A control point, some wants to go for the B point, and I don't know if I want to see a divide and conquer play here for the side of NLU. I mean, come on, you're down by the lives already. You want to play off those trades, because if not, players from the side of Vitality can just circle all around, go for the flank, exactly what Marvel did right there with a Tundra. And now you get to see B control point was unsuccessful. They divert their attention here towards the A control point, which they meet Tectonic. That will be able to find a triple spree. No spawns anymore here for a set of NLU. I best believe this is a round chalked away here, away from them.
Oh, this is just unfair. I mean, MG42 just being utilized there by Solo all down to Master with the Odin. I mean, I tell you what, I think that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be a map win. Round win for Team Vitality, but the Megalodon, you know, skin definitely has a great iron sight in there. I wish I could have had that on my account right now. I only had the default skin of the pink Meko. I don't have the Divine Smite too.
It's free.
It's pretty OP, right?
It's free.
Huh? Where'd you get that? Where you buy that?
It's a Battle Pass skin, Callie.
But there's
Wait,
no...
it's not free.
Yeah, it's not free. It's in the Battle Pass Bolt, but I don't have it right now, so I'm just shattered right now. But
oh yeah, you did quit quite a long time for a bit or so. You did come back on track after. But yeah, back into the game here. Vitality, Callie, with the push that they're offering here on this B control point. I best believe that this might just be another fast round here for them. I mean, 2 segments already done here into the B control point. They got the life count as well. They're getting the slays up and within. The coordination is something that you'd want to see if you are the coach of Vitality. And bam, just like that, time extension, you got the life count. This should be either the slay or the objective. Regardless, they're going to be able to get the win.
You need the claw here to come up huge. But even with that, Tectonic will be able to get an elimination right there. Some sort of a great mid-map presence that we're seeing for Vitality on this map. Intimidate, they will likely try to get themselves locking in this A side for the next minute and 45 seconds right here. But again, the problem here is that you've been outslayed. I mean, the team up is just definitely a lot better for Vitality, as we saw on the last 2 rounds right here. And I think some things will never change on this map right here, unless you do find yourself a mid-map presence, which Intimidate actually has on this. So that's going to stop the first of a push at the A site. Intimidate making the light work here so far for NLU. An operator dump will be utilized, and Random finds one on the feed, maintains the central garden in favor for their side as Vitality falls 1 by 1. 8 and 15 on the life count. It is definitely possible for them to try to work their way up and score a round win here. And it starts with Dope finding this kill onto Jokos.
Oh yeah, they're just helpless right now, man. They're stuck here, just holding on to the A control point. If I was them, allocate more players here towards Kitchen, perhaps play off those angles. But looking like they just want to go for a stack here, leaving Random here to hold it ground off. I mean, a lot of pressure would come here towards Poolside, but you can mitigate that force right there coming from Money House. And look at Tectonic, just able to show the mastery that he has to offer here with War Machine, who finds a double now on the feed. They go for the break. Dope and Cyro all alone here in a 2v5, plus, what, a lot in regards to the life count. 1v5 here, Callis, should be already the game said and done. 3-0 win here for Vitality.
Yeah, with this win right here for Vitality, that will secure them their rematch up against GodLike at the grand finals as Sam's finally ends it. A sweep delivered. A 3-0 on this control raid and 3-0 on the overall best of 5 series that we got here for today. That is definitely going to be Vitality 2.0 for you. Save the date tomorrow. That will be 7 p.m. in the standard time and will be 9:30 p.m. in Philippine time right there. And if you are at the other side of the globe, right, that will be 9 a.m. for you. Gonna be starting a little bit early, but hey, at least you get some goodies here. Speaking of goodies, Tech was performing out of his mind here for the day. We did mention yesterday that he kind of played, underperform up against GodLike on the map number 3 Control C side, but here he made up for it, not going a +1, +2, but +3 KD here right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, the consistency here for Tectonic is something that kind of wasn't really shown yesterday, but now going all for every single bit of game modes that he was able to play, and that's what we like here from them. No, GG's well played. I mean, really good run here for the set of NLU, and fortunately for them as well, that is going to be, let's see, just checking right now if that's going to be their last series here. Looking like they still have one up against XLR8 later on, right after the series here, Cal.
I agree, man. There will be another matchup right here. And I was thinking who is dope, and the comment section said that he's formerly from I2K. But yeah, I guess I'm still not familiar with this one, right? I still need to update my India CODM library right here, but it's definitely something that has caught my eye here, man. It sticks out like a sore thumb, just like what AJ would say in the broadcast. But hey, that will be concluding our first 2 matchup right here. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's behind the live stream right here. I want a big shout out to Noob for helping us get the spectate working here. A big shout out to Matt King for making this event possible, and also to the official sponsor of this tournament, Ride M8, which is the only platform designed to bring together motorcycle enthusiasts while keeping their safety in mind, while also aiming to be the largest and safest biker community in India. So do make sure to give them a drop on their website right there on our description. Now, as we move it all along here, Warden, NLU Vitality ending in a 3-0. Was this something you expected?
I mean, yes. At the same time, my mind shifted when, we got to see the hardpoint performance, but clearly, after Search and Destroy and Control, it remained to be in the same narrative as I totally expected.
Okay, so NLU this may be the end of their hope to play in the grand finals tomorrow, but they still got a chance to earn a series win, and they are going to go up against the boys of XLR8 here for our match number 3 to conclude the day. There is no chance for them to play the grand finals, but again, you want to end on a high note because stage 3 is already right in front of you. It's coming soon, and by the time that ends, it's already stage 4. And there's only going to be 2 slots in India, so you want to get as much as repetition, and ending on a high note in this tournament is going to give you a great boost in confidence in trying to secure at least a better spot for your team as we head into the major stage. Now, once we come right back, we're going to be playing the final game of the day. It is XLR8 and NLU. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FSN Championship Season 2, brought to you by Cali Gaming and Warden. This tournament is also sponsored by Ride M8, which is the only platform designed to bring together motorcycle enthusiasts while keeping their safety in mind and also aiming to be the largest and safest biker community in India. Do make sure to give them a visit at our link in our description there below for you guys to learn more about Ride M8. Now, joining you in this game, once again, it will be me, Cali, and Warden. And man, we just saw two great games where it ended up 3-0. But this one right here, I do believe is going to be closer compared to the last two games we just saw.
I mean, I've been hopeful about that. I want to see those game number 5s, exactly how it went down on the last final series between Vitality and GodLike. That was really intense. I was really hyped up. And come on, actually, you know what? I'm so sorry. I'm relaxing just a little bit. I miss you, Astra. Miss you in the Casher desk as well. But and you know, I know for a fact Cali wants to work with you soon as well. Maybe someday in the near future.
I want to see Astra, but I want to co-cast with Astra, man. He's a great guy. He's got a balls of steel to cast something huge like this. With only a couple of days of experience, I have never done that. I would have sweated my ass off. But enough of that. Right, a big shout out to Legacy CODM, by the way, in the comment section. And I know he's been there watching since yesterday, right? And also, now we're going to be talking into war maps and modes. Final game of our playoffs. XLR8 and NLU. What do we have here, Warden?
We got a Shannon hardpoint here. Take off, search and destroy. Raid control. Summit hardpoint on game number 4. And Tanisha search and destroy on game 5. Not something that you totally get to see quite a lot, but hey, I love it, I love it, I love it, and I do hope it is necessary for us to go down to the long distance.
Yeah, I want to see that game 5, dude. I want to see some long games. Whatever we had from Vitality and GodLike yesterday, I want some of those to keep myself awake because I'm going to be watching CDL right after this. You already know, Maven and then Mark. Yeah, greatest duo out there.
Yes, sir.
And Maven is single, so all of you moms out there. Just kidding.
Whoa. I don't know if Maven and Mark would love that ad right there.
No. Maven is single, so I think he'll do all right. But I am in no position to say that, by the way, so I'm so sorry.
That's crazy. Anyways, moving over now to the next game here. It is going to be an NLU and XLR8 here, heading straight to Hacienda hardpoint. 3 in a row here for Hacienda hardpoint, Cali. Once again, I did made a statement that this is already the L staple of hardpoint maps, not just on this region, but all across the globe here so far.
Hacienda is, what, like, I think the oldest hardpoint map that we got on the roster map? Apart from Summit, right? So, a couple of reps, tons of reps, multiple sets of reps all throughout the year since 2022 on this map right here. And a couple of players, teams, really, despite when it was introduced, but you see the kind of value you definitely have on this map right here. Obviously, on P1, it's going to be scrappy, but what's more important is the map control that you're going to get from the rest of the money hills that will be arriving on this hardpoint right here. 14 to 15, it will be lead switch right here in favor for the boys of XLR8. They got the early rotation with Ghost needing this battle up against Master on Lambo, which Master wins.
Yeah, I mean, Master here is one of those crucial players that once he fits into his role, he is able to put up the great impact. And sometimes, you know, when he lacks that firepower, he is that answer for that missing piece, to try to get back in track here for this game. But unfortunately, he was able to win that first gunfight for that early rotation, but the rest lives on here with XLR8, despite the fact that they don't really have the spawns. We are able to get the control here for this hard point.
Revel just on a 4 spray, making it a 5 here for him. The RH on point, looking good. Hunter out, cannot get any kill. Intimidate finds himself at 2 Ps. Now it's Dope inside of the hard point. He's the only player that remained positive when they went up against Vitality on this Hacienda hard point a little bit earlier. So you are kind of wanting to have the same amount of, you know, performance coming in from him heading into this matchup right here. You're still remaining hot, but you do take that loss, so a bit of a lapse that we're seeing in there. But this one going to be very, very close. Heading on to the new here with 8 seconds on the scrap.
I mean, start off the hard point terribly, but ended off with a high note. I mean, that is exactly where NLU is going to be at now as they claim this remaining 20 seconds inside a hill. Take the lead right back. but they're going to be somewhat questionable in regards to the rotation here for this next hill. I mean, yes, for sure, they are going to be able to get the spawns, but they don't have patio control. And with Gravel Hill with this Annihilator, he might just be able to just cut off the flow here from NLU.
Yeah, man, I was trying to get... Oh, look at this operator. Top 4 operators coming in for XLR8 on this P3. They want some of this goodness. They want this money hill right here. They got the players set up on wells. So that's going to be a funnel down hard point spawn that they got. And that's going to give them some time. More than enough for them to maintain a 10-point lead at least as we hop into this back 30 seconds of this hard point.
47 to 55 here. XLR8. They have the map control ready to get the break instead of hill, but they just lose the next few gunfights, and that is just something that you don't want to see. And look at the rotation here for the side of NLU, though. I mean, they allocate 2 players to push up towards hallways, 1 player here pushing up towards garage, and they're going to go for the early extensive push for that rotation.
Interesting.
But instead, the Predator missile, not really the best choice for him to go for the kill right there on towards Boathouse. And this is going to be somewhat ensuring this well that the spawns will still be residing towards the NLU here towards garage as this hardpoint number 4 opens up. But 2 players now going to be wrapping around here for the side of XLR8. This is going to be somewhat of an interesting battle here if ever they are going to be able to win.
Look at Vegas right here trying to open up checkers. So now they're going to be able to push up in multi-angles here. But again, going to get turned down in the Boathouse, who will be the other player that was looking to try to get that in. So now it's going to be a lead switch with your boys from NLU taking this one so far on the first 20 seconds. Intimidate doing great playing inside of OBJ, finding the ins and outs and just getting his team involved in the points. And a 20-point lead margin that's going to be nice for them as they do have this battle. It's just going through time and time again, non-stop on this P4. And they do lose it for a bit, but they get right back into it with Dope finding a nade kill and also a tactical kill. And now he brings up the equalizer, going berserk, getting him the mix, brother. He just had one of the most, incredible assault. What the hell happened?
A double kill from both troubles. The concussion and the nade. That is a 1 in 1,000, a million possibly.
Bro.
That is crazy. It came from a left-handed throw as well. I mean, come on. Arguably one of the best spotlights we've seen here so far. But anyways, we're back to hard point number 1 here. It's going to be NLU so far on the driver's seat, and especially in regards to like getting the first initial contestment inside of the hill. But they're lacking the firepower now inside and within. And if ever they want to get more definition, have players in the hallway, of course, but you need to get dark as well if ever you want to go for the capture. And looking like XLR8 is doing that factor here. And they're not really having any troubles here getting back the points that they need.
74 to 105 as we enter the back 20 seconds of this P1. Cyro did not had any great performance up against Team Vitality. Looking to try to turn things up here a little bit. Master, he went 1 for 10 up against Tectonic earlier. So he's got himself 21. So it's definitely nice to have him around converting much of his eliminations for the squad. As we open up P2, it will be early rotation battle that we got right there. That's going to be dope here for NLU trying to make the play inside. Does not check water side, which does come up on top up against him. But Cyro manages to find some trades and they bully their way inside. But spawns still going to be in favor for XLR8 here.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a 40-point lead here for the side of NLU. XLR8 here, they need this one badly. They got to hold on for dear life, but the investment right there from the side of NLU is going to be coming onto the play, and they're going to be able to overpower XLR8 here in this very moment of time. 3 players here trying to funnel through this driveway, and looking like they are going to be able to get the break here if ever they can take away Intimidate and Cyro, but no, they're not going to go down. They're going to be able to win the wave of gunfights right there.
Wow.
And they're going to be able to maintain the momentum as well, turning it down to a 60-point lead.
Yeah, scrap time will be held here. Very nice by XLR8. So that's going to at least erase that deficit for a bit. But you do want to have yourself a great spot to get the patio on this P3 right here. With G-Shots, he's going to have that instant access onto it. 93 to 140, gonna have to find and eliminate this first wave of gunfights. He's stuck on an island, so he needs to be able to survive out here up until his teammates makes it inside of the distance. Within this hard point, Rebel brings out the Annihilator. He finds one up against Intimidate, just trying to search for more members that he can cut down to put this team with an edge to score some points inside the hard point, but hasn't really translated here so far with with NLU just converting these points on P3.
They're dropping it down now. Master with a War Machine. Precise shots off those shells. Not something you get to see every single day, but now he's lacking that factor here for this one, but never mind. He's getting 4 spree in a row here with his War Machine, and that should be enough for them to at least claim the last few time here up in this hill. But unfortunately for the set of Extimidate, he needs to deal with the last 3 players, and he's going to go down. But in return, the rest of his teammates decides to offer their push here towards the next hill. They're going to go for a massive cut off here, Cali. If ever Accelerator loses this next few gunfights, then best believe NLU is going to be able to get the first initial contest.
Yeah, G-Shots right here with the Equalizer. This is going to be important. He needs to be able to win this battles right here all on his own with his Equalizer. You got a damage reduction once you invest his operators, so that's going to cut you off of some slack by a bit. But again, multiple childs from through. Revel finds one, connects on the second, turns in for the turn up against Dope, but not enough for him to get an elimination. But he has bought his team that contest on an initial 20 seconds. That will keep them in striking distance there so far as the 3 just exchange back to back. Cyro with this Pyro spots himself a couple of more players that he can take down to get himself 5 kills, trying to build up for a Predator missile that can grant him that information that the team needs and requires for them to be able to completely put this one to an end and snowball this one out of control.
184 to 124. The game has gone spiral already. Everything is just going haywire here for the set of Accelerate, especially on this last 2 hills now. Moving back to hardpoint number 1. 3rd set now, as we get to see. Now, looking like the map here is still going to be a battlefield here just congested by the side of NLU here, Cali.
Yeah, G-Shots just playing for exit fills here off the start. Gets himself a lovely nice 3-piece here so far. But Dope again brings out the Equalizer. I mean, we saw him earlier just kind of end up with a 1-piece tactical, 1-piece need, and 4-piece with that Equalizer earlier. Could not get any value off of that here for today on this hardpoint rotation. This time, it's going to be a nice setup that you got currently for Accelerator to try to slowly get this hardpoint back in their favor. They are chipping away that lead bit by bit, and slowly they are trying to work their way back and maybe get themselves that nice spot on the next hardpoint hold on P2. But so far, just doing a great job just contesting on this hill will be Accelerate to try to cut that lead back to 50 points.
And now, Accelerate here, claiming the scrap time. And looking at the formation that they're going to be offering here up against NLU is that they want to go for this pitch play. 2 players, 3 players here pushing up towards the direction from drive away. But there are 2 players right there, G-Shots and Massacre. They're going to go down from checkers, so they're not able to get any spawn definitions at all. And they're just going to be going down over and over again as we get to see the resources now invested here by the set of NLU. They get the clearance now. 2 players hopping in for the set of Accelerate. They quickly bounce back here, and Intimidate still rocking the claw. It does get dropped down. Dope will be able to get the kill. And now, looking like, even despite the fact that the hustle here was looking to be much more powerful for the set of NLU, Accelerate will be able to put up the influence inside the hill.
It kind of looked like, you know, the volume will be coming in from the operators from NLU off of that, right? But it took them quite some time to finally stabilize inside of the hard point. So now they get themselves a little bit more in striking distance as we hop into P3. This will not end here. We have to go to new, which will be probably set up nicely by the players early on rotation for Accelerate. Goes able to find those exit kills, finds himself a 2-piece, but you do not have that second floor, that patio, which Master has got with the Odin here so far. He's gonna get himself a little bit busy here. Gotta watch out for the guys holding down office. That might just take away this far precision from you. And talking about that, that's G-Shot that will be able to get that hard point locked in for his team. And Revel will be following up with the Annihilator to try to help this team cut off the rotation coming in from Wells. But that runs out, and it is going to be NLU taking map number 1.
GG's well played. NLU just showed a lot better, especially in regards to like the coordination and who's going to go for those scrap times, getting that early rotation. Props to them on this one. I mean, there's just a lot more experience here involved. But if you want to talk about like accelerated NLU, I mean, specifically for NLU, it's safe to say that this is a Frankenstein team that was built up all across. You know, players that got ditched out, but fortunately for them, they were able to gain some sense of system as well to put up a fight. And guess what? They do claim this first game mode now up against XLR8.
I mean, it was definitely very equal in terms of the eliminations here. What really was the difference was the amount of time inside of the hard point, which proved to be the dividend in favor for NLU on this matchup right here, with them at least averaging, 58 seconds as a team in total. So that's going to be pretty hefty and pretty nice for them. You got Dope again being the MVP on this hardpoint map, and Random just be providing this so much of that presence with that AR on this roster. But on the other side for Accelerator, they had a great start, honestly, but they had troubles when they were playing on rotation, especially the P2 to P3. That's where they're kind of lacking off the map control. They couldn't really take any of the power position, and that really stunted their opportunity to get these eliminations, as well as scoring most of the load inside of the hard point. Taking a look at all our capture kills here. Dope will be leading everybody with 17 kills, and it's got the better operator skill value that's going to be mastered with 1000 with that War Machine. But overall, Dope has the highest prop score as he finds most of the values with his little and his tactical. I think that's going to be one of the highlights that we can really talk about here, Warden. I mean, what are the odds of you ending up with one tactical grenade and one little grenade, confirming 2 kills right after the other?
Definitely. It's 1 in a million, as we did get to see our Cal, and looking like we do get a clarification as well here, man, that it's not going to be takeoff for search and destroy. It's actually going to be SD firing range. So, hey, I missed myself some search and destroy firing range, so I'm pretty excited about this one.
I'm looking forward to firing range. I think this was one of the best maps that GodLike really offered in the world stage last year. I really remember how they were fully dissecting teams in that map when they went up against the highest level of competition in the entire world. And I feel like this firing range has been, pretty much default. Everybody knows how to play firing range, but how well do you know it at the micro level is going to be the X factor right here, right? What kind of sniper angles can you bring up that can counter those power positions that will be held right through long A, right through tin, and what will be the nade lineups looking like, and adjustments that your team's gonna take with the help of those smokes is going to be something that we look to try to dissect in this matchup that will be coming right up next. Right now, we're heading into this one, and what are your predictions on this? This map number 1 kind of ended the way we've seen the first 2 series have gone into, but do you see yourself, a very dominant win, or is it going to be tied up equal?
I think it's going to be tied up equal here. I don't think we're going to be seeing the same nature as well with like Vitality and NLU having a pretty close game on a Shendon, and all of a sudden on Search and Destroy, it's just going to be a blowout at all. I mean, I'm still favoring NLU for this one. In regards to like score line, I mean, I really hate making predictions, but I think it's going down to like a 7-4, 7-5 perhaps. But to start things off here, it's going to be NLU actually getting a first initial triple kill, 4 kills for them in a row, and all of a sudden, Revel is questioning, where's my teammate? Let me go with them as well, but never mind. He wants to stay alive, but Masher says hello and goodbye.
He tried to run at the mid-map. That's the worst case scenario right there. That is definitely something you do not want to actually experience, right? I mean, back against the wall. Random find himself, what, 3 kills in that last round? Grenades was the X factor, and that's what we were talking about, right? Those grenades are going to be building up over time once you're able to fully master the art of throwing those. And absolutely going right here. Look at the nice setup that you got. Everybody is on a diagonal line. Likely going to be an attack at the B site is what's currently being tried to set up here by XLR8. Just slowly trying to earn it up. Taking this one very, very slow.
Moving over now. It's going to be much more slower compared to how it went down on the first round. No more rushes here for a set of XLR8. They are leaving player 2 Vegas here with a sniper on a Tundra to just hold it down here from red. 3 players here are going to try to make the hold here towards Wooden, but in the process, Cyro finds Vegas now, and looking like NLU wants to bite this rotation here to try to wrap around, but they meet G-shots. And Master in Extimidate is going to go down. Now it's going to be a 3v4 situation here favoring Accelerate.
That just opened things up for this team right now. Right now, they're going to get that bomb over at the B site, but gotta worry about the players coming through tunnels, G-shots. Oh my god, the timing is just unreal. It cannot get any of that, so now he's gonna get completely punished, but number escape still gonna be favoring Accelerate here. Random and Cyro only got a sniper to play with. An interesting part about this is there's only 30 seconds left. Do you want to cross that bomb at the B site, or do you want to earn your way up to A? Seems like they got no choice but to put that bomb down here. Cyro needs to be able to cut that guy trying to get in the B site. Does not get any angle on that, so that will be 45 seconds for them to play this 2v3 retake.
Get down now. 2v3. Goes in Revel here. Gonna be playing backside. While Massacre here just holding down small room, and he's gonna be able to get a kill. Cyrus tries to go for the repositioning as well to know for a fact that there's gonna be an angle right there. The prize fighter's out.
Oh, get away!
He's gonna be missing all of his shots here. Whipping out the R9, he missed the first 2 bursts, but fortunately the interval from the R9 is not gonna be too long, and he's gonna be able to get the kill. Another round here. This time won over by the side of Accelerate.
Yeah, great job right there. Just pull it through finally here for, I think this is Burns, right? I'm not sure. Just gotta get himself a little bit more in the mix here. 2 kills already locked in for him. Now, grenades going to be thrown out of the A site. This is going to be a full commit coming in from NLU. On the thriller side, you got finally the first blood connecting up against Vegas. So now it's going to be a 5v4 situation. 1 minute and 30 seconds before we hop into more of the engages here as we get that bomb actually dictated. I mean, what kind of, which bomb set do you want to recommend here, Warden?
I mean, just by looking at the map here, there's like, what, 4 trophies located right around the vicinity on that A bomb site. Might just go for a B rush here, funnel through, play confidently. You don't want to go for this like 2-2 push that Accelerate is doing right now. They're going to go for the isolation here from one player here from the back. If only they had like, what, 4 players, maybe till then they could have went for the trade and get the break here for the bomb site. But instead, with that first kill right there happening for the side of NLU, they're going to be able to get the kill, but the aggression coming in from the side of Extimidate will get him punished down, and Ghost on the feed will find Random as well. And now the game's here going to be tied up 3-3, but it might not last any longer anymore as Cyro the spot 1 player towards command center.
Oh, he's taking the best spot possible on this map, the scout tower, but doesn't really give you a great sight on the A site, but at least you got that mid-map presence coming in from your player, but it's a 2v1 now. He has to make that flank work. His teammate, Revel, he's got himself the trailer in control, but look at this gunfight. It's B1 by Burns. You got a great angle off of that. 1 from 10 all the way to the barrels to get that second, to bring Accelerate down to up to their second round win.
Accelerate here, popping through here so far. I mean, slow gameplay was kind of disliking it, but if it works, then why not? No. And moving up now, they change the tempo here. They want to go for a fast break here on his A bomb site. Vegas finds Cyro. Master responds back with Revel. Shots finds Random here. Dope takes on G-Shots. Trace after trace we go. And now it's going to be a round here looking to favor Accelerate here once more. All they got to do is just gather up now. Make a break here towards his A bomb site. Not until you get to see Dope already in rotation as well. If ever, let's say, Ghost can go for that wrap, he might just be able to get the breaker. But hey, never mind. Massacre says, let me do the job instead. And now he lowers down the number here for NLU. It's now going to be a 3v1 situation.
Oh, they're going to get to this swarm working. Master finds one, but nothing more than that. That's Ghost gets to secure the flank to get this team that second, the 2-round lead advantage as we hop into this firing range. And this is definitely something that we kind of expected for Accelerate to do on the map number 1, but they just couldn't really get themselves going, right? Finally, with the help of Burns and a couple of shots from, Ghost and the playmaking from G-Shots in that last round, they're able to make up a great play off of it, but they do get shot down on the trailer side. And in the first 20 seconds, you got 3 members going down, so that's going to be a massive cutoff after following up the last 2 great round wins that she got on this attack side.
Now it's going to be a 2v4 situation. We go to 1v4. Ghost is going to be all alone. Master here is going to go for the hunt with an R9. Player 1. Extimidate spots him down, but from afar, Cyro from mid shuts him down. And now we get to see NLU breaking the heat here, stopping the momentum to take back a round, lowering down the lead to just 1.
Absolutely right. Now, a very important round for NLU to actually, force a 3-3 on the split as we hop on the second half. But again, look at Master right here. He's going to be the only guy playing around the B site. Finally, he gets some help there from Intimidate, who's been playing very roughly right now. He's got 1 kill in the first 5 rounds of action. Then on the other side, you got Burns just completely locked in, helping his team try to extend this round lead and keep it to their side up until the very end to maybe force at map number 4 later on. He's just going to hold down long range. He's got the great presence in there right now. I don't think anybody from the other side just want to contest that. That guy has the hot hand.
Pretty still here. Might just be a long engagement there, but they're not going to be able to get anything from that. Syro now finds G-shots through the wall here. Vegas tries to go for the challenge, but on the feed, Random finds Revel and Ghost. Now it's going to be Massacre here all alone once more in a 1v4 situation here. Look at this. This is not something you'd want to see if you were a sniper. He's getting tangled up here in the bathroom. Try, little boy, but he wants to go for the punch. Left, right, front, uppercut. Gonna go for the quick scope as well. Is he gonna be able to pull it off? Unfortunately, he gets denied. And NLU, they find the equalizer now.
That was kind of terrifying if you're Burns, right? Luckily, he was ready for the fist fight. It was exchanging hands. The other team could not keep up. They had to pull in the pistol because they couldn't stand any more of that. Just wanting to get that round win right there. Started with Syro to get those first bloods. Now they want to fully commit on the B sites. That's only Ghost, but he's good at R9, so it's definitely going to be rough if you do manage to go up against him on this close-range gunfights. They're going to swing the bomb at the A side. I think this is a fake B. Go away there, Morgan.
Be a bait. Maybe not. Like it's gonna be still them reciting towards to make a push here towards the A bomb site. Player 1 Exterminate gonna go for the push, single-handedly gonna go down from G shots. Not something you want to see, in a coaching standpoint. Making a push individually, 1 by 1. Not the best choice right there, and they're gonna get forced down to an early 4v5.
Vegas, come on, hit those shots, dude. He got the shot on Random, but it only dealt like 45 damage, so not enough to really go in for the killing blow. But he does have information that there's at least one player on this site that he can take down. All it takes is one pick of that shoulder coming in from Mr. Dope himself on the other side. Vegas is slowly creaking in. I don't think this patient is going to deliver right now. If you're Vegas, right, you're going to have to help your team at least get some more information around that mid-map. And yeah, speaking of, he got himself a haircut up against Random right there. What would you give him, a mohawk?
We go with the mohawks again, Kelly.
What's with me and the headshots, right? It's just insane.
Reverse mohawk, Kelly. You deserve
mohawk.
that.
Oh, no. Imagine me with the reverse mohawk. No.
I think it kind of fits you well.
Man, I got that.
I'll put a fun in between.
Yeah, it's like a runway for airplanes. Right, Dope here is gonna try to put the bomb down. He cannot get it in time. Random cannot win that gunfight any longer. That's Burns. That's definitely not a headshot, so there's no jokes between that. They still are going to maintain that lead on this firing range map.
Ay. And now we get to see and wait it out. Looking like it's gonna be Accelerate here, taking back the lead, but a heavy pusher on his A bomb side, and Massacre finds the double here. G-Shots backs it up. Massacre is not stopping at all. He finds a triple here, up in with the board. Dope now all alone, questioning, what did my teammates just do?
Yeah, they just took themselves out of the round. That's the hard part about that. When you're trying to push A, you never know what's gonna happen with those scopes, right? Trying to make a play here is Dope, but no. Absolutely denied. Accelerate. Trying to fully ramp it up to finally force themselves to tie up the series, to line themselves with the lead later on. Maybe it's a control, but again, for Burns, for Massacre, right, 15 kills in the lobby, the highest so far in the season by a player.
Syro finds Vegas there. Gonna be a nifty shot now, but it's gonna be leaving actually kind of unfazed here. not gonna be going for any sense of aggression. No desperation at all to get the trade. Still sticking to that 2-1-1 formation. But unfortunately for the side of Ghost, looking like it might just lean towards the B bomb side take, especially if Eric Simity does make the call right there. Smoke's gonna get deployed here towards mid. That is gonna be mitigating the pressure here that can come from Massacre.
My.
But unfortunately, towards Long, he finds Cyro out. And now we get to see the ground's now gonna be all equalized.
This guy cannot be contained no matter what angle he uses. He's always managed to pick and choose his battles and just win it. Oh, it's going to be a 4v4, right? Definitely going to be still in favor for the team in yellow because he still got the hot hand Massacre still alive in this lobby, but they're looking to try to put that bomb at the B side. Ghost is the only player in here. He may not or may have been spotted there already by Random, who takes that shot. And look at number 4 in G-Shots. Immediately enters the jungle. And he's going to be cut off, right? Getting delayed there by Master, which is going to be helpful because now it's a 4v2 on this B side right now. Dope takes down Massacre, all down to G-Shots and Revel. G-Shots trying to make that push inside. Intimidate. Gets that elimination. Gets himself a double to erase that deficit down to 1 round.
I mean, it's more than doable for them to go for the comeback here, but, you know, they gotta avoid putting up those unnecessary mistakes that we have been able to see quite a lot of times here. You know, push cohesively as a unit could be the best option here for them, but instead they want to go for this default isolation play. They just have to make the proper call here. And if ever this A bomb site will be their option, I think it's just going to be a full-blown massacre if ever the timing is right here for XLR8.
Oh, you got Ghost. This guy is a Blastoise. A Squirtle with a weapon as his PFE. That is absolutely cute and monstrosity at the same time. But hey, Ghost is going to not get any elimination with that. R9 definitely packs a lot of damage up close, but not to the point that you can really pack a blow on one bullet on that long kind of engagements. But you've been trying to really crack down, you know, the amount of performance for Massacre here right now, and you're doing a great job at that. Trying to just not get him any more than this 16 kills he's got. But the problem here is that Vegas is absolutely capable of just getting himself involved in this gunfight too. He may have had that slow start, but slowly picking up to try to put this team with their first round win, first series win, first BAP win, absolutely on this one.
Vegas gets taken down by Master. He checks out from the back. Revel, pretty little devil, shuts him down. Dope with a Fennec tries to go for the shot. Flicks to the left, won't be able to get the kill at all. And now it's gonna be 4-6 here. Get to see Accelerate now. Can be able to take this match point advantage.
That's going to be problematic now. That's going to be very bad because now you're going to be asked to play perfect to win his next 2 rounds before his overtime. So now you're going to have to stop this dude right here, Massacre, to get lined up with the shot. 2, 3, 4 shots. Give him the ace. Oh. He took the ace. He woke up, chose violence on this firing range map. How many kills was that? He got 20 kills and higher on this map right here. They just lined up to get killed.
That was as pretty as my girlfriend.
Okay. Sana all. I can't relate. I can't relate because I don't have one.
That's
okay. As pretty as a dumb biryani, man.
Hey, Callie, you don't want to speak about food at this time, Callie. I don't want to get hungry again and order myself some food.
Yo, man, dum biryani's the best. I've been, for 10 years in Dubai, I've been eating that food, dude. And it only costed me, right, 5-10 dirhams, which is like, what? $2-3? And it's already a great meal.
I miss myself some basmati rice.
Yeah. Those are the good stuff right there, man. Now, why are we determining late at this hour? I mean, we might have to order food right after this. But hey, this is going to be ending up. This is going to end things up. Bro, what the hell just happened, right? Massacre just happened.
That's like the type of highlights you get to see from like a Chinese sniper, Cali.
Yeah.
Kills after kills, just lined up. I don't exactly know what was the decision making right there for the set of NLU, but by days, that's shots after shots right there. He didn't miss a bullet, Cali.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna miss the third one, but the third one ended up with the collateral, which made it more impressive. That's it, right? That's gonna be ending up our search and destroy. Now we're hopping into our map number 3, which will be a control raid. We've seen this one time and time again. Everybody that will be playing this map needs to have a great mid-map presence, and whoever gets that mid-map presence gets that, you know, route all the way through B and all the way to the A site, and obviously a chance to go in to attack the spawns eventually if you got that much of a dominance inside of the game. But map number 4 is going to be possible here as we hop into Hardpoint Summit later on, but focusing our attention on this control raid right here. This is the swing game, as what would Coach Jericho say in Garena, and whoever wins this has a high chance of delivering momentum to carry over at the Hardpoint Summit.
Man, I'm just happy to see a game number 4 here. I want to see a back and forth once more towards the next 2 games, because I want to see a game 5 before we wrap it off here, before we head straight towards the grand finals for tomorrow. And coming in, guys, in regards to the schedule here, typically we do start at 7 p.m. IST or 9 p.m., 9:30 PHT, guys. But before the grand finals, we are actually going to be getting a show match at 6:30 IST. So, hey, at least, you know, we have an icebreaker before we head straight to the run between Vitality and GodLike.
Yeah, for sure, man. And obviously now we are talking about, you know, teams that have been there time and time again. But the storyline between those 2 teams is that one has been dominating and taking the first place. The second is cursed to be, you know, the second place. And that's going to be Team Vitality. But tomorrow we'll be able to settle that business, and a lot of people are thinking what's gonna happen to that map, because a lot is on the line, right? Stage 3 is coming up, and you want to be able to strike fear on your opponents, and that's going to be a great leverage if you're Igor or if you are Coach Zim as well. And this battle of minds from these teams are definitely going to total off, but still going to be focusing on our coming game up ahead. XLR8 and NLU, they're going to be playing their map number 3 in Raid. This will be a good one, Warden.
Yeah, I mean, an L staple map of control here on Raid. Come again, if you want to talk about a personality here for this very control point, is that B control point, surely one of the easiest there is to capture. Melee gets prioritized, but a lot of teams nowadays as well, they tend to like diversify their play and head straight towards the A control point to start things off here. Here we go. Inside this map now, Random will be able to get a collateral shot off the Tundra, and the rest will try to have a foothold here inside of this A control point. But looking like they do lose that first initial waves, just relying on those 2 players here to get some slacks here off from the perimeter. But looking like they're going to be faltering here in NLU, which is having such a great run, all because of Random here with a Tundra. 6 kills already on the board.
Yeah, already a Predator missile earned up. I mean, they're already pushing spawns too, which is the most impressive part about this. Random can bring out the Predator missile and go in for a total lockdown on this as they are starting on the defensive side, just fully locking down zigzags. Brings it in the most untimely way. Cannot get any value off of this core streak too. And just like that, right? Everything is leveraged now. 18-17. Still going to be in favor for the side of NLU, but XLR8 have made great strides to earn up some map control and do the first segment at the B side.
I mean, the game here is pretty much tied up now. It's just all going to come down to XLR8, whether they can get a capture here on this B control point. If ever that is going to be the case here, then till then, odds are going to be favoring them more at most here now. And looking like in the process, they already want to allocate the players here to push up towards Alpha, and that is going to be Vegas and G-Shots here, trying to hold it down. They are able to get the first segment now as this B control point here is already said and done. So life count not going to be in favor for them, but if ever they decide to get some map control, start to go for the spawn trap, I don't think I'd be disliking that idea at all.
Yeah, it's going to be possible. Also tolerable, but Random right here has got himself 9 kills on the first round. In fact, that's going to be huge for this team to absolutely kill it here. as we got the boys of XLR8 just trying to break through the A site with this bulldoze maneuver, which did not work very effectively as they did cut down their lives. Now it's a 5v6. It's treated as an SND. Now who's going to have the life advantage? That will be XLR8. They do have their players just spawning up, getting themselves a control on the kitchens. Vegas able to make a great play, sprays it down to find Dope on the bar. And XLR8 will be winning that round number 1.
Yeah, I mean, NLU had a really great start, all because of random right there. But on the first initial wave, he was able to get 6, but the rest, he was only able to claim 3. 9 kills is still pretty a lot, though. I mean, he is on top of the board there, but safe to say, he did came out cold right there. But the rest of his teammates needs to double it down as well. Moving over now, switch of sides. It's now going to be NLU here, looking to get a break here on this B control point. But they're going to meet this Annihilator here from Revel, and so far, Revel is going to be able to get a wipe here, and that's going to be forcing NLU now to divert their attention here on his A control point.
Yeah, Revel is the son of Devil and Revel. 1-0 now on the game. Let's pretend that did not happen. 25-24 will be the scoreline here. First 5 favors the boys of XLR8. Master just trying to push up the Monoru. Vegas will be up there, just trying to end the kitchen control that was initiated there upon by NLU, right? But Master is able to get away with his life and immediately gets access towards spawns. He gets 1 more kill before getting taken down, and still lives are going to be pretty equal.
Sometimes you get on Revel reminder, Gali. The pun's not stopping at all. 2 segments into capture here on his A control point. Looking like it's going to be NLU here, looking to divert their attention as well here towards Bravo. But if I was them, why not just prioritize his A control point? I mean, you're nearly getting the capture already. You're going to get enough, like, playtime. But unfortunately, they decide to go for this A control point a bit too late now as they lack the life count. And my, oh my. I think we might just be able to see, what? A pretty fast one here on this control run as we get to see Vegas now on his claw. We'll be able to go on a tree spree here so far. Off his main weapon and this claw. Might just be able to get some more. Yes, he can. And this is just bloodbath here offered by XLR8.
I agree, man. Just 2 more members to take down, and Cyro Dope will be the last 2 members standing their ground. And again, Burns picking up from where he left off of that search and destroy, able to pick up that sniper kill, all down to Cyro. He's got the balls up still, trying to earn this time right here. G-Shots eventually spots him with the Fennec, and that's 2 round wins straight from the board for XLR8. Likely going to be sweep here. Not looking good if you're NLU. As you had a great start on that hard point. Got owned by Vegas. Or got earned by Vegas and Burns. That search and destroy. Now you completely lost control of the map, as well as the mental gamer so far. It's G-Shots. And the team is getting so much confidence, pushing up, getting these eliminations off this round number 3.
Yeah, the pressure from Zig will be able to mitigate pressure here for that B control point. It's going to be leaving now the rest of the players from the set of XLR8 to possibly get the capture here on this B point. But unfortunately for them, Dope decides to start to pop off here. He whips out the equalizer. So same goes for the set of Random. So that is going to be 3 pistols here. Well, 2 basically operator skills, but you know, equalizer is an akimbo. Get it? Huh, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Chalo TK, bye. 22-22. It's going to be 108, bro. It is somewhat, pretty tight right here if you are XLR8, right? Vegas are gonna try to escape spawns. You did escape Master. Do you escape Intimidate? No, absolutely denied right there. So he eventually goes back into the garage where he immediately gets that original spawns right there. But his teammates definitely drops their gunfight, and now they're about to really drop the ball in this round number 3.
13-19 here. I mean, it's still far from over.
Yeah.
However, they can get this capture on his B control point, and we might just be able to see something much more different coming in from comparing it to how it went down at the start. And now it's going to be Ghost here whipping out the Sparrow. We'll be able to find a double here. Random is going to be right there.
What?
He could be able to get the kill, but the precise shot of the Sparrow will be able to take away the player from the flank. Random, though, they'll punish him down with a Tundra. And now, we get to see, it's still going to be a 5 count lead here. Make it 4 as Revel finds 1. And this B control point here, looking to get captured already. NLU is falling away. They just want to play for A instead.
Yeah, they're giving away this extra minute on the clock with this B side capture for XLR8. I mean, you're not far off on the live count. You can still play this one. Very aggressive. Maybe try to take that hit on Kitchen's side, but you do have to help Burns get out of spawns for now, as he's just currently stuck on Garage, but you've already earned your way up on Tiki. Now you're just gonna need to find more of this engage to happen coming in from the back. G-Shots needs to find a play-making skill to work here, and he does find one. 9-6 on the live count. Now you got some control on the A site. 2 more segments to take over, and you need this right here from G-Shots, and he delivers. Now that's going to be 2 players inside of the point. They want to stack. They bring out the claw. This might just be the round that they can win this, but Master brings out the War Machine. He gets absolutely denied, and this is the claw that you need that will find enough value as you win through capture. Just need to find his kill from Vegas, and he delivers an elimination, and it's going to be XLR8 winning S&D and Control to go up 2-1 in the best of 5 series.
Yeah, just don't count XLR8 out. Not until the round is over, Cali.
Yeah, I take that
for a
moment
moment
back.
of time. We got to see for a moment, brother. We got to see that it was like what, a 7 live count lead there for the side of NLU. Then all of a sudden, they decided to let go of that B control point. They gave the time of the essence here for the side of XLR8, and they only need to get that one big breakthrough for them to even up the odds here. And bam. Random will be able to get an MVP right there for 7 NLU, but if you want to talk about Ghost here, Mr. Squirtle with an AR, holding it down with 21 kills and 10 deaths.
Yeah, so, he may be cute, but he does definitely do a lot of damage right there. It's going to be having a 2.1 KD. That's pretty impressive, but, everybody came into play there, right? It started with G-Shots at round number 3. He was holding down that big window. He was able to find 2 kills that delayed the push from Kitchen as well as that big window. And then they just needed to get, that claw invested coming in for Vegas to absolutely end this match right here. Put them with that lead. And that will conclude our map number 3. We're heading into map number 4 with your boys from XLR8 with the 2-1 lead.
Moving over to the Summit Hardpoint. Cali was a close one right there on the first game mode. I can't even go full on vouching here for the side of NLU. I mean, with the momentum and the confidence here that we were able to see from the side of XLR8, I think they might just be able to close out the deal here, but we don't want to jinx it. I mean, I did make a call that, NLU might just be able to take the search and destroy it, and all of a sudden the tides turned around. We got proven wrong, and they were able to carry the tides all throughout the control game mode. Summit Hardpoint, still going to be a 50-50 gamble, but just all going to come down to the morality here between XLR8 and NLU. And got to see it earlier, NLU was on the verge of winning the last and final round, but it didn't happen at all. XLR8 was able to get the breakthrough, find a perfect spot, and was able to take the whole show. Moving over to Summit Hardpoint, this is looking to be a really good shape of form for them.
Yeah, I agree, man. And now it's just going to be looking like, what's going to be the rotations like is the question you want to ask here if you are XLR8, because you did lose that Ashenda Hardpoint 250 to 164 off against this team that you just went up against at Ashenda, right? So you need to be able to play a little bit faster and a bit more tighter on rotation, and on a map like Summit where you would need that early rotation, especially on that P2 to P3 and P4, you really have to tighten things up, really, and find a lot of great values on your operators here. So, yeah, getting ready here. You got a great chance at trying to end this match right here, but you're also in good hands as you hop into Tunisia with Burns just burning everybody up with that sniper, and we'll come find out as we go up on this map right here.
Here we go now. Game number 4 here. XLR8 is going to be up now by 2 here. I mean, by 1 for the series. 2 points for Ready. 1 last here to close it out. Let's see if they can do it now as we move straight here to hardpoint number 1. We do get to see more convincing control here for a set of NLU as they do decide towards computers. And that's something that you'd want to see, especially on this very hill.
I agree, man. So far, the first engage is just extremely being favored on the yellow side, right? That will be NLU just really finding a lot of great value on their shots here at the moment. But obviously for G-Shots, right, he's been one of the best playmakers so far in terms of playing this close range engage, and he definitely does deliver on that Summit map right now, right? Obviously, he's gonna have himself 4 to start off this game. Vegas already with 5 with the SMG, definitely playing it faster here. And obviously going to be a pretty scrappy P1 that you got, which is obviously what you expect on this Summit hardpoint.
Yeah, it's going to be 19 to 13 here so far, and kind of like a wishy-washy situation here for the set of NLU, as they just had a power position, but they decided to push up and lose the control here. Moving over now, looking like it's going to be accelerated here, having a great, better look here for the rotation here for P2, as they do have green radar spawns, and I think the fact they got a lot of players here allocated towards 2F, but hey, random beats them, Intimidate as well. And they move in here instead as hell. Gonna go for this 50-50 gamble once more.
The Master is trying to Eagle Child that angle right there. He thought there's only going to be one player. Ends up with 3 right in front of his face. Dope though. Decides to swing on by with momentum. Finds 2 kills. Swings in for the 3rd time, but his teammate there to actually pick that kill up. 28 to 36 with 27 seconds on this P2. You're gonna want to be able to really put your attention on this P3 right here, which is going to be a monohill, and where obviously all of the operators just fully comes in. So once you win this early rotation, it's going to be huge for you to increase that lead further as you hop on this hardpoint about to open up.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1-point lead here for a set of NLU. Points now going to be coming in pretty stale. And now we get to see the hardpoint here soon enough. It's going to be opening up, and it's going to be NLU here getting the better spawns here for now. Player 4 G-Shots with an equalizer. Could have made a play, but he does get caught off guard here by Cyber with a Fennec. And now, get to see, should be the first wave of gunfights. Respectively, the advantage here going to go to the way of NLU.
Yeah, now you got Master in there just trying to stack with the War Machine too, but G-Shots from the back gets 1, gets 2, swings, gets the 3rd, and now he's single-handedly trying to earn the team back inside of the hard point. Vegas brings in the Claw. They manage to break inside with the help of this operator, but Cyro cannot be contained. Every time a push started on this P2, he was been able to really shut them down. And to top that all off, he's got himself a 2 spree with the Predator missile build top off of that. 40 to 76, this will be a money hill that will be converted by NLU on this P3. Heading on to New, that will be early rotation being made by XLR8. Gotta do better on this close range engage, and gotta tighten things up when you're holding down the power position. That's where you kind of lost it on that P3.
And Massacre here is able to get the kills alongside with Vegas and G-Shot. So surely, elimination is not really the problem here. It's just all about winning the gunfights inside of the objective. And so far, that is something that we are seeing here from them. Revel is kind of getting a bit trigger happy here. I mean, we start to prepare fire, no opportunities right around, and all he got to do now is just wait for the players of NLU to kick in, and maybe till then he is going to get more opportunities here. And so far, the first 20 points will be granted to the side of XLR8. So hey, good bounce back here for them. The question is, can they retain the tail time now?
Yeah, Revel has been able to really hold down the catwalks here with G-Shots just playing the OBJ, just getting everywhere around the map. But one thing that stands is they're not really inside of the hard point right now on this back 20 seconds. Nice break that we're seeing every time we see NLU on screen. Master of the R9. 3 in a row for him to extend that lead to 40. He is on a tear. Put him onto Blender. 65 to 108 now as we hop onto the P1 reset. And yep, seems like the better hardpoint team definitely is NLU on this series.
Yeah, I mean, at least at this as off in this moment here, Callie. I mean, it's going to be right around like what, nearly a 60-point lead here for the set of NLU, but there's only really one big hill here. Might just be an understatement. We don't exactly know, but looking like NLU here still wants to hold on to this for dear life, as Master here is going to go on a tree spree. Blood and tears here for the side of XLR8. And now we get to see you invest the War Machine here. The spree continues here for him. Perfect run so far here for the set of Master.
Yeah, he is just absolutely owning everybody on the kill feed. And it's on its way to build up to an EMP system. Just one more connection with this. He tries to exchange hands, almost ends that guy's life. It takes a nade to take him off. Great way to end it, but there's still a lot of gameplays, right? Still a lot of points you have to accumulate here. 76 to 132. We're barely halfway there. Score limit is 250. And obviously for Master, he has done his deeds. Now it's all up to his teammates to try to maintain and keep that lead. As we hop into this P2, you got 4 operators available for Accelerate right now that might just be utilized to try to break this P2 and earn themselves a money hill. And that's where you kind of need to absolutely be aware of the situation you're at, because you don't want to be rained down upon by the operator though.
Opening up this hill now, it's going to be Accelerated here, getting the first initial contestment. NLU here, looking to rely on Master here to get the break, but Rebel finds a double now. Here we go. NL looking like it's going to be NLU trying to prioritize to get the spawns away from Accelerated, but it's just not working out for them. But the front initial pressure they are offering is going to be enough for them to get the break here. Hopping down in here though, they are not going to be able to get the convincing time that they want because of the spawn flow here. And then on the long run, they tried to push player 4 here to wrap around to get that early rotation for the next hill, but they also lose the gunfights. Ticking here so far. Every factor here is checking up now for a set of Accelerate.
Yeah, 110 to 141. You have your boys from Accelerate with the early rotation, something that was non-existent on the first set of hard point that we got on this P3. They got every operator available that they can bring out to absolutely own this hard point, turn it into a money hill, but they get broken by random off the back, so they have to win their frontal gunfights here. They bring out this power to stop the push coming in from the back, and Ghost finds himself a triple. Now brings out the Predator missile, flushes everybody away from the anchor spawn on this P3, finds himself a Predator missile kill, and they stand the first wave of gunfights with the War Machine and the Purifier still at their disposal. They have turned the first 30 seconds to their favor and are just about to take the lead switch on this one.
This is exactly what I mean, man. Don't throw away Accelerate, not until the game is over. I mean, I'm not going to get too ahead of myself here so far. I mean, the game is still 100 point away here for Accelerate. But they are able to turn the tides all around, claiming this last 10 seconds now with no heap of contestment whatsoever. Not too bad here for the set of Accelerate. I mean, you do get the scrap time, and you have this option as well to push as a unit here, but looking like they are going to be staggeredly dying one by one. So it's not going to be the best look here for them, but hey, soon enough, we might just be able to see the setup.
Yeah, Ghost has an EMP system here. He can bring that one up and just really cause some chaos to finally be able to get this break right here on this first 15 seconds. He's got an R9 that will not work up against Master, who's got himself a 2-piece. Dope brings out the equalizer, maybe just try to maintain the position on this hard point here so far. Nobody doing the OBJ. Dope extends out to get some more information, get some kills that will favor their team to build up more presence around the map as they win the first gunfights. Take that first 30 seconds in this P4 to put themselves in a single-digit deficit up against the boys from Accelerate.
169 to 169 here. Game's now going to be all tied up. Accelerate here, looking to get the break here from long, but NLU is just so much better as of this moment. And only the scrap time here will be fought for, but Revel has something to say about it, and he wants to soak this hard point until it's dry. As we now head straight back to P1 here once more, Cali. Third set now as we open up.
It's pretty close. This game could go down to a 250 to a 230 end game, right? It's just a matter of who's going to be bringing the best possible operators at the best time in this battle right here. 185 to 177. P1 gonna have to be very scrappy here. You're gonna get some contester if you're Dope. Gotta win one gunfight, but you just got yourself a punch in the eye, and you're gonna get yourself a black eye off of that. But finally, you're able to get yourself inside of this hill. Just try to cycle that operator on this P1, so by the time P3 comes in and P4, there's gonna be a high chance of you to absolutely have a flood in with those operators. Last 28 seconds on this P1, going to be back and forth, Warden.
Yeah, back and forth here. 3-point lead for a set of Accelerate. Looking like they want to extend this one further more. So they do get the wipe off here up against NLU. NLU hopping in here. They lose the gunfight, but looking like it's going to be Master here arriving in the perfect time as well. Claiming every single bit of scrap time could come in pretty handy, especially if you want to close out this game. So I can understand why everyone is here so far is just playing this one down to the T. Momentary lead here for the set of NLU. Can we see it retain? Might just be the case. I mean, they have the better spawns here, Cali, for this P2 as well.
Yeah, 2 Predator missiles just invested here by NLU, but doesn't really find any of the conversions. Vegas brings out the claw, trying to work his way inside of that point. He's gonna absolutely deny everybody from yellow that is going to be NLU just getting themselves involved in multi-angles here. They want to try to flip spawns while also sending out Dope to play the objective, and they will fail all of those outside of this catwalk's assault that they got. But G-Shots just buying time for his teammates to get right back inside of that point. Dope gets to get in there fast with his teammates. If not, this might just change something worse. It might just be Accelerate that will end this match right here.
Oh yeah, man. Most likely it will be the case here. Scrap time once more. Getting fought for. It's going to be Accelerate here, looking to have the better look here so far. Looking at Exterminate here to go for the last heave of contestment alongside with Masher as well. But they're not going to be able to get anything away from that aside from the last 5 seconds inside of this hill. But now, Accelerate. Think about the long-term run. Do you want to win this game, or do you just want to settle for scraps? As we get to see now, NLU here has this War Machine, has this Claw as well to get the first wave locked in here for them.
Yeah, you need this War Machine kills right here, but look at where the angle is being taken by Accelerate. They want to try to hit this green. They just straight up slam inside of the point. Dope makes the big play, gets up with the equalizer, wins the next 2 engages. 232 to 227. You got 45 seconds on this P3. You can end it here. Just gotta win your gunfights. But spawns have flipped. Ghost wins the gunfight inside, and it is Burns with the War Machine this time, giving them their own dose of medicine. Just 10 more points for them to win this match. Can they finally earn it? Win the next 3 maps and finally earn their first victory right here. They do stand their ground inside. Everybody falls. Accelerate wins the best of 5 series.
And they take this hard point here, a redemption run on their performance there on Hacienda. G to the G's, Accelerate claims this as they wrap it off now for their journey here on his FSN Championship Season 2. They do claim a series here away, and that's what you'd like. My days. Squirtle Boy with an AR finds 50 on the board. Vegas not too far behind with 47, 42 for the side of G-Shots. Massacre with 41 and Rebel with 26.
Everybody played great right here, right? Now, this is going to be a great look of the indie competition, right? This is just the 4 teams that we managed to see here. 2 invited teams, that is GodLike and Team Vitality, and these 2 players, these 2 squads coming in from the qualifiers, right? There's obviously more stack and more talented teams out there that did have made it here in this FSN Championship, but this one right here obviously is going to be a great foreshadow of what's about to come here for this India region. So it's great for us to absolutely have a great idea on this, and just really need to try to keep things up. 250 to 231, Squirtle Boy. As you said, he's just too cute and he's just too violent at the same time. And he happened to have almost the same statistics as Tectonic earlier, man. 50 kills, 38 deaths, 2 minutes inside of the hard point with 197 impact. That was just a little bit better in terms of his marginal points. And yeah, something to iron out for. He was doing this with an R9, by the way. And yeah, that will finish things up here, Warden.
I mean, with that being said, here, Accelerate here is going to be number 3 team. Number 2 is going to be GodLike. Number 1 is going to be Vitality. 4 is going to be placed here for instead of NLU. And moving over to the capture kills here. Talk about Vegas actually with 15. Not too far behind is going to be Ghost with 14. But on the other end, look at the passion here for the side of Cyro. He gets 16 kills inside of the hill.
Yeah, I mean, that's the most impressive part about that. Just finding those capture kills, that's the most valuable elimination that you can get in this game mode right here. And Cyro was just really trying to help his team get that victory, but they just kind of fell short by a little bit. Just lost that hard point at the last rotation that we got on that P3. They had the initial hard point, but they just could not maintain the anchor spawn. And obviously, it's not their fault. It's just that Accelerate just kind of slammed their way in that position to put themselves in a position to really have the eliminated reinforcements as they hopped into that P3 hard point. And that will conclude our games here for today. That will be our final match. It will go down to a map number 4. Tomorrow will be our final day. We got a show match and the grand finals where we have Vitality going up against GodLike.
in the best of 7 series, by the way. So it's going to be a pretty long, hefty one here, Callie. It's going to be this to decide now on this tournament who's going to be the best Indian team here in this competition.
Yeah, and obviously don't miss the action here. 9th of June, 7 p.m. India Standard Time. That will be 9:30 Philippine time. That will be 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So quick match right there. And obviously this is going to be a great narrative that we can build up to start the World Championship run by these two amazing squads. GodLike has remained at the top, and Team Vitality hasn't won any of their series up against GodLike for the last 2 years, to be specific. So do we see GodLike maintain that position, or will Team Vitality finally cause some chaos? That we will find out tomorrow. So you can't miss out on that action right there.
Yeah, you absolutely can't, Callie. I mean, it's been a pleasure casting with you here, and I can't wait to see more action as well tomorrow pan out. So, Callie, I think it's about time to call it quits here for tonight. Get some precious good old rest. And for those who guys are watching as well, much love to you guys, and a huge thanks to our sponsor, RM, here for just providing us a really good tournament as well. Without you, I don't think we'd be here right now.
Yeah, big shout out to Ride M8. Big shout out to Matt King, to Noob, to Danish, everybody that has the moderator role in the comment section and keeping this, this chat, this comment section very, very healthy. And that will conclude your playoffs day number 2 for Fusion Championship Season 2 South Asia. You got Vitality going up against GodLike tomorrow at 7 p.m. India Standard Time. We'll see you there. Peace out.